start recording.
Trees take forever.
Well, why don't you make like a tree and leaf?
You're
Out
right.
of here.
I bring it
Alright,
up
good point.
because I only liked one, maybe two songs
John,
out of the whole
Josh,
movie.
I can bring myself back.
I heard the songs were, or
Have you
were
not seen it?
I've seen pieces.
Oh,
Well, then you can't.
are
you
you
can't-
racist?
can't
You
say
can't
anything.
make an opinion without
Yeah,
seeing
no,
it, you turd.
You could
Yeah,
see
you
pieces,
turd.
and that's
I've
You-
listened.
yeah,
I've listened to the
you can't say it's
soundtrack.
better yet.
I can comment.
Nah, but you gotta
can
see the
comment
movie.
on
You gotta
the
see the
music.
songs
Yeah.
in context, bro.
You can only comment on the music, not the movie itself.
I wasn't the one commenting there.
But you said it was worse than Coco. How could you make a statement for that?
I took everything back to a previous conversation I had with Liz and her family, and their conversation. I was relaying that information.
Do you align with their consensus?
Yes, because Coco was fantastic.
But on
Very-
what basis, though?
Yeah,
On the
you have
basis that the
no-
music
Basis
is
he's
better.
only seen one of the two movies, so suck his dick.
No,
Thank you.
Well, that's what he
Oh,
said.
is
I
it in the
just heard him
recording?
say it.
I don't
Yep,
wanna.
that's in the recording.
Suck his
Everybody
bite.
heard it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, his brother, Dick.
Oh God.
That doesn't make anything better, Trevor.
Long John Silver.
Yo ho and away. Is that
Yeah,
their
but
theme
We don't
song?
talk about Bruno's about the only one I actually cared about for music.
Story-wise, it takes way too long to mean anything.
The song? Oh, you
No,
mean
the
yeah,
entire
story.
movie, because it's like, here's the conundrum. Now let's spend 15 minutes with everyone.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, we don't actually do anything or go anywhere.
Well, I mean, the entire
Slice
movie,
of life anime. God.
the whole resolve.
Yup, that's what it is.
They kept going to each person because each person had an issue that Abuela was causing.
Yeah.
And
Also,
so
it's
he did have to resolve it.
ridiculously stupid that grandma is all like, oh, you don't have a gift. You suck, kid.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was her fault. Like, what the heck, grandma? The real freaking moral of the story is don't trust your grandparents. Kick them in the face.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
the real moral of the story.
I agree.
Kick your grandparents in the face. You know?
Yeah, that works in all.
But
cultures.
legitimately, you get to the end of the movie and it's like, wait, what? Like, you're just an angry old lady.
That's sort of how I was feeling, and I kind of wish that they had sort of resolved it a little.
And then
you were-
everybody's like, we forgive you, grandma. And it's like,
Yeah.
whoa, hold up. You screwed up one of your grandchildren's lives completely. And then
Yeah,
you told her that she was a failure and she wasn't special for her entire life. That's messed up. Move out of grandma's house, you weirdos.
like
And it never
10
gets
years of
fixed.
her
Like she never gets powers.
Yeah, no.
yeah. Well, that we
They also
I
never explain
honestly-
how grandma has the power to stop the house from doing its magic. It's just like, oh, I said no. And it's like, who cares if you said no?
No, so the foundation of the house was entirely built on the relationship of the family, and the grandma was the source of the cracks, not the little girl.
Yes.
So she didn't really have like power. Like I
But-
don't want this house to be. And
No,
like
she
it broke, but, like,
stopped the house from building her own room, from building her a door. That's how
Huh?
that's what she says at the end of the movie. Oh, when you were supposed to get a door, I stopped it. I didn't allow it because I was afraid for you.
Oh,
So how
okay.
does grandma have that power? They never explain
Yeah,
that
no,
whatsoever.
that's-
It's just
that's
you get
true.
to the end of the movie, it's like, oh, it's not that you're not special, it's just you don't have magic because your grandma's a jerk. Which
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
And then they just are like, oh, that's sad. Let's sing a song about how we're a great family and we don't need superpowers.
you know,
And it's
you
like,
know
no,
how the-
she ruined someone's life. She needs to be held accountable for it.
you know how they were chased away by like those military people.
The Conquistadors?
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna do one more movie, and that's where they're gonna show the girl getting her powers.
I don't think she's gonna get her powers. I think that's the whole point, is that you don't need them to be special. Which makes sense, but it would make more sense if it was like
all of the powers in one.
It would make more sense if the issues with the family were in the foundation, not that like they started randomly. But she didn't get powers because the house was electing to save the family. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it was like the family was messed up and people
Mhm.
with powers were being affected and she didn't get them because that was her power, was that the house chose her to save them. That would make more sense than Grandma's a dick.
I still like the grandma's a dick story.
Yeah.
I legitimately didn't watch the beginning of the movie the first time because Chloe was watching it and I went in and I sat down and I watched like her older sister, the flower girl, all the way to the end. And when it got to Grandma's story, I went, "Are you telling me that Grandma just gaslighted this child for 17 years of her life?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I went, "I'm done." I just got up and walked away. And I was like, "This is so messed up
So,
that you're
also,
gaslighting your family into thinking that the house hates her. Oh wait, haha, JK, never mind. It was me."
also, they never explained why, like, the perfect sister and her had like issues. You know what I mean? Because like one
Because
was
she's the perfect sister.
yeah, she was the
Right?
perfect sister, but like there was no like separation reason. Like it was just I'm perfect, you're not.
Ew.
Are you sure you
she's
have
perfect.
sisters? Are you sure you've
What?
grown up with sisters?
No. The entire town regards her as perfect and she doesn't do anything. So it
Yeah.
doesn't make sense why they essentially worship certain members of the family.
They're leaning on
just
stereotype.
Ignore
Oh,
the
okay.
other ones. It's
I was like, I thought you were talking about the.
there
the
are a
sisters
lot
first,
of
but-
things in the movie that's just not well explained.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like that emotional connection to anybody. Like I didn't like that she essentially just walks from room to room and goes, "How do we fix this? It's fixed." And then that's it.
Yeah.
And it's like, "Okay, there was no anything. Like there's no consequence. There's literally no anything."
I did like Bruno though.
Bruno's the best part.
Bruno was great because it was like he could tell the future, and so like everyone hated him because of all the moments that he just said something bad. They were like, "Bruno, you suck. You said my goldfish was gonna die," and like it's like all I could do is say what's gonna happen. I don't do anything for it. I thought that was just so funny. But yeah, we'll open up a podcast later on it.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
I mean,
the
you
plan.
recorded this whole thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Might as well put that as our one episode.
Yeah.
Episode 1 discussion about Encanto versus Coco.
No.
No, we
Episode
didn't even
one
get into Koto. We just got
Was
into why.
Jews.
Oh
Jews.
yes, sorry.
Episode 2 is why Encanto doesn't make any sense. Do.
Episode 3.
Spider-Man.
The Jews
No
are
Way
the
My
Home.
Jews are
time is
back.
relative.
Help.
The ending to the Hawkeye series.
It was good. It's great.
It was fantastic, minus the end credit scene. I was very upset that it was just the full
That
version of the
was
musical.
awesome.
I hated
What are you
it.
talking about?
What are you talking about? What?
Why do you not like good things? I
The
just
fin-
don't
no,
understand
That's
you.
fine.
Hey.
If you want to do that, that's fine. But then give me a second
Hey.
end credit scene.
No,
The
no. 'cause
end
guess
credit
what?
scene to Hawkeye.
Guess what?
The Hawkeye? Oh yeah.
We-
It was
we-
dope.
I
Did you not see that? Did you not see him in the
we-
scene?
We do not need a cliffhanger ending at the end of every credits, and I'm glad they're moving away from that.
They're not.
Because this whole let's
They're
wait
not.
around and see what's happening thing is really boring.
They did that in no way. They did that in Homecoming.
I
They're
actually
not
hope,
moving away from it.
I actually hope it becomes
Homecoming
more
was like
4
what,
years ago.
30 years ago in
I
Marvel time.
really hope
10 actually. But...
that the way they did it in No Way Home is the way they'll do it from now on, where it's just a trailer for the next movie and not this half of a second scene
Yes.
of Moon Knight's ball sack.
Yeah, we get a 30-second scene and then we get a movie. Yeah, absolutely, or a trailer. I would love that.
But for the TV shows, you don't need them.
I
That's a
was
very
just-
good way. It's
Well-
just a very good way to end Hawkeye because
I
what
will
do we
say-
need next? What's the next thing we need to see?
I just wanted a cameo of somebody.
Of
I don't even
what?
care who.
Well, we had a
The-
cameo. We had
the-
freaking the
the
best
one-
cameo we've had so far.
The one person I wanted to see in that end credit scene was just Loki. sitting in the crowd being like, what the frick did they just do on that stage with me? Just something along those regards.
Something totally random. We know it
See,
already.
Yeah,
What I-
exactly.
what-
You know,
what
Like, I just wanted more
what
than
I was
just-
actually
Didn't
hoping
lead to
for,
anything.
and what I was like really hoping for is that it was gonna cut to the audience, and it was gonna be Jessica Jones and Daredevil sitting next to each other, and he was just gonna be like, "Why'd you bring me here?"
Yeah.
Doc's like, "Why?"
That would have been the best.
Yeah.
Aw.
any of those would have worked because it wouldn't be a cliffhanger. It would have been a character
Yeah.
we already know about.
Yeah, I
And,
wasn't
like,
expecting a
It
cliffhanger
would have
of an
been just
ending.
like one extra thing because like I was watching the music and I was like, I really hope that someone's just in the crowd that I could be like, oh, like
the entire
they were
time.
doing
Yeah.
this, but they were just like showcasing the Broadway Avengers and like
But if
I
you,
they,
thought it was
they,
pretty
hey,
funny.
they spent a long time producing that
yeah, they
whole
did.
show.
I-
Okay.
I
All
will
right.
say, like, Broadway Avengers, I thought it was pretty funny, but no, like I just wanted one person. That was it.
That's where
Just
I'm at.
to bring it together. Speaking of people and characters, am I right?
Matthew see it again.
Is that your segue?
That is my segue.
This is my segue.
Bro,
We are a podcast.
Hey, I'm trying to get better at segues every week. Every single
Right-
time.
writing them?
Oh yeah. They're all pre-written right here. I got them all figured out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your segue into you talking about what happened last week? Or is that the segue?
He has
pre-wrote
no.
your
You have, to
segue.
give him, you have to give him a phrase. Water, water everywhere. Now find a segue for water. Go.
Water? I mean, water flows, and what flows better than a segue? And here we are. So,
Wow.
yeah,
That was bad.
thanks.
I prefer Matt with his puns. And his.
No,
his-
hey,
it's not
segues
true.
and puns are totally
Segues-
different
yeah,
No,
things.
they're not.
All right.
No, they are one and the same.
Yeah, they are.
No.
They're pretty different.
Nope.
Yep.
They've never been different ever.
They've never been different, other than the fact that they're named two different things.
Have you guys ever heard of Dr. Squatch soap?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know that soap that's like, do you care about your balls? Like that soap, that's Dr. Squatch soap. My mother-in-law gave me Dr. Squatch soap.
Isn't it the best thing that ever happened to you?
My mother-in-law cares about my balls is the only thing that really has been stuck in my head since I've gotten it, and I haven't used it because it just freaks me out a little bit.
You know what
If you give
our
it
moms
to me,
do care about?
She's not my mom.
What happened last week?
Ooh.
Christmas. What'd you guys get each other for candle nights?
I got you a candle.
I got Jordan a recap of last episode.
Oh, cool. Go ahead, do it.
Sick. So last episode, we entered into another loop. Just trying to figure out how they work, how they run, sort of. It was our first time really going through a full loop, right? Like where it's all new.
There's no affirmatives here. You got to keep going.
Okay, yeah, no, whatever. So what we did was we sort of separated into multiple different adventures. Spike put on a wonderful ceremony. I'm biased to that. But he put on a ceremony to get the wedding going so he could look into a mysterious elf character he had seen at the reception a night before. Ulamak and River, they took to the trees and checked with creatures and animals of the area to see if they knew anything about the wizard or knew anything about the area. And they talked to some squirrels. River succeeded in arming the squirrels because that was the deal. But the details for that come later. For Matthias, he went and found this character that was stealing meat. At the time, I don't know what his name was, but now
Meat thief.
But now
Metius.
he is known as Metius, and
Mhm.
Metius is unlike anyone else in this town because
Wait,
he
I thought
knows
his
some
name was Meat Thias.
Matthias. Yeah, I feel
Will
like
forever not know the pronunciation of that name as well.
Ho ho ho.
Matthias. He's like us, and he can remember what happened the previous day. So Matthias spent some time talking to him about what was going on in the town, different details that we may need to know. And he returned to us once we had everyone gathered together. We looked into like a bit of a scouting thing over towards the river. Matthias got to have a little bit of a look in while Spike and Barshoon stayed back for some drinking. Along the way back after scouting and hearing some things that Matthias has yet to fill us in on, I think. They came across some shadow in the middle of the road, which was the squirrels, which were well armed, and they had killed all the birds of the trees and won their war. As a thank you, they brought River, Matthias, and Ulamak all over to this broken down temple with, I believe, a raven. There was quite a bit of a bird theme there, but they didn't get much of a look at it. There was a broken sundial that had a piece missing.
The squirrels had found raven effigies that were buried under a brush on some trees, and they moved the brush and they showed you them. You followed a trail of them
Yeah.
up into the woods, out away from town.
Okay. And that's where they found that little broken down place with the sundial. I believe that's pretty much everything. The elven dude. He has somewhat of a ability to understand the fact that there's a time loop, and he seems to be okay with it. Potentially. We really don't know exactly what's going on with that situation, but
Nothing he said specifically said that he knows there's a time loop. He's just extremely wary of all of you. Because what he said while he was walking inside with Jeremy
I thought
was that he does not know who you are. He doesn't know why you're here. But he doesn't like that your immediate reaction to seeing him was casting spells on him.
Yeah. Okay.
You also know that Jeremy gets a potion daily from the alchemist and drinks it every night.
And that's what I was leading up to.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if Matthias had said that he had found something along those lines when he read the surface thoughts or when he peered inside or heard something. I couldn't remember exactly what it was. But I think the group was a little suspicious a bit more about him in the fact that something may not be as it seemed, but that's all we really had. But yeah, that's it. We also know that the wizard, I believe, was down towards a cave where the rumble was, and on top of that, Charn, I believe, explored over towards that direction and disappeared.
Charn
from Meat
Thias's last memory of Charn was him repetitively every day of the loop running towards the lighthouse. And eventually not coming back.
Yep. I knew it was a certain place, but I couldn't remember which one. Yeah, but that's it. I had that written down too. I missed it. Yeah, that's everything.
You did it.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like much, but boy, was it a lot. Whoa,
Man,
check out this saltwater taffy.
Check it out.
I can't see it.
It's a circle, like a time loop.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You know
Got the limo out front.
what?
Whoa.
Trevor,
Styles.
what?
No fun facts. During the
Everything
time
they
loop.
recover.
Really?
Yeah.
Or do we have to
Because-
remember our last
kinda
week's fun
fun.
fact?
Every time.
Let me go
Because
back.
I see fun facts as a way of developing each and every new day, and there are no new days for you. I would much rather everybody give. How do we put
No.
this?
No. I don't want to.
No, because something happened at the end of last session where everybody kind of just spitballed what they thought was going on, and I would like that to replace fun facts. So that we
Okay.
start the session when we left off the last one with this is where I think we're going and this is what I think is most important to do, and that's kind of what I was trying to allude towards when I messaged you guys earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah.
I can definitely start.
This is a black licorice
I
saltwater
also have-
taffy.
That
My
sounds terrible.
world's. I love black licorice.
It sounds like you do.
I love black taffy. Okay, go ahead.
Josh, you want to go
I'm
first?
trying
I have
to
some ideas,
roar.
but you're pretty easy.
Man, this bag of chocolates is not gonna be good for me. Somebody else want to start, or do I want to start?
That's what I just asked you.
You just said you would.
Yeah, but like I'll be like, I don't want to snatch
I'm-
shit away. If someone was
I
like,
can
ooh,
go.
ooh, ooh.
I'm willing to start if you want to.
Do it. You got it.
I just
Go!
summarize everything. Let's go. So my order of importance is thinking of the time sensitive things.
What do you
you
think is
def-
going on?
What do I think is going on?
That was the prompt.
Oh. Oh dang. Yeah.
Oh
Josh,
dang.
you go first.
All right, bet. I think that Jeremy and Bellator are accidentally a part of the time loop because of the potions they both take nightly. Also, I think the wizard that's in the town is new, and I don't think he's I think he's doing something beneath the town that's causing the rumblings. And it's probably connected to the sewer somehow. And I don't think this is totally without basis at all. I think that he and this trimmers that he's doing are not connected to the demon that we're hunting. I think that the lighthouse is connected to the demon we're hunting. Mainly because it's kind of like a spear up in the air, and that would create kind of a dome or something. And it got Charn's attention so much that he kept going back there trying to do something.
And
I
eventually
think that's
Charn-
what that is. I think that's it.
I just to add on to it, I think the major source is that that time what was the thing? The sundial. I really think it has to do with the sundial because that's typically sundials are associated to time. So getting a hold of that piece, I feel like would be such a big priority to breaking this time loop in some regard. I really don't feel like the wizard is a big bad. I feel like he's someone that stumbled across here and realized either he could help the people and he wants to find a way to do so, or he's just like Doug Dimmadome mining oil underneath because it's a time loop and it keeps replenishing.
Yeah, he's utilizing the time loop for his own research or something.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of the two. Either he's trying to help or he's like just utilizing it as best he can. and I would actually agree. I didn't think about the lighthouse in that regard, but I feel like the only way Charn could disappear is if whoever is causing this let him go or killed him, because there, whoever it is.
But wasn't
that did that
Charn
would
looking for someone else from the court of?
He was looking for the
Unfortunate-
the king. He wasn't the king, like the head.
He was looking for the Lord of Blades.
There we are.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
he-
I knew
he
it
The
was
came
Lord,
here
Blades.
the
looking for
Lord
Lord
of
of
Blades
Blades.
had gone on a. He was missing. Yeah, I heard Joey twice.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's coming through Matt's.
That's fault.
But you guys are so far away.
No, not really.
Yeah, I hear it's like an echoing down the hallway kind of sound.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm talking real low right now.
oh, there you go.
There we go.
I'll
Yeah,
just
That's
stay like this.
so weird.
Alright. So here's the
Are your doors closed?
yes.
Yes.
The door is closed in between. Here, let me fully close
That's
it. Watch, I'm gonna
insane.
magically seal it.
That's
Stuff some-
insane. How is that
Stuff some
possible?
Towels underneath.
I mean,
My-
we're less far apart than we were before.
My
How about
built-in
that?
microphone is just
Oh,
so...
Matt's not in the bedroom.
No,
I
your
thought
headphones
Matt
have
was
not been
hot.
used.
I
You're
thought
like,
That is
Matt
a
was in the
hot
bedroom.
mic.
Matt, check your input.
Smoking hot.
It's not your headset.
That's-
Fiery.
It's the
You're
built-in
right.
laptop mic.
Oh
Thank you.
yeah, you sound like laptop
Yes.
microphone.
Oh.
The Lord.
Laptop microphone. What'd you do with Matt? Give him back.
That's better.
Not
There
the
we
Lord
go.
of
Matt's
Blades,
better.
Not the Lord of Cinders.
Lord of
The
Blades.
Lord of Blades.
We're fighting the six.
Twister of Time.
Yeah,
Malcathor,
Twister,
I
who
believe is his name.
a
I don't know.
Lord of Ash.
Lord of Ash. There we go.
One of the
four
four Lords of Ash.
Yes.
yes.
Under Belshazzar, the Shadow.
Yep.
Oh, what was I asking? I had a good question.
So
He was
Charn
also a Lord of Ash. So five,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
So the whole point was I would bring up was Charn didn't come here for the town itself. He came here specifically looking for
No,
the Lord of Blades,
yeah.
right?
Yes.
And then
Yeah.
he gets stuck here,
Yeah.
sees what's going on with the wizard and the lighthouse, I guess. I don't know. I went back and listened to some of the other VODs, just out of curiosity, some of the earlier ones. And the Undying Court was just something that stuck in my head as I kept listening.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
one, I forgot about what's his face, our mother's bird.
Cheers.
I forgot Patches was a thing,
Oh God.
and then I
I
still
was
had
wondering
him.
when you're gonna bring him back.
I still have him. He's a
Yep.
raven. The ravens are the bird that we found, and ravens are, if I'm correct, are also a symbol for the
Undying Court.
Undying Court.
Mhm.
So there was just a few symbolism things that I don't know. I
It's
don't want to.
probably nothing.
I don't want to point fingers at the Undying Court yet, but I have my suspicions that they are involved somehow. Whether
You
it be the wizard
remember
himself.
remember when I said don't read into everything? Josh literally went back in time to read into things that weren't even in my mind yet.
Has anyone even like done a check to see if they know anything about the Undying Court?
I think we have done general ones in the past to see if we recognized it, and it wasn't a big
and
check. We didn't do
I
it.
we did religion
bel-
checks on the
I think
bird.
that was actually
on
your
the,
check,
the
Josh.
temple.
Yep. I believe Josh did.
Yeah.
I did,
Martin
yeah.
tried to
Because I have a book on the
Yeah.
Twister of Time, and I'm gonna go read that in the morning.
and the one thing you remember drastically is that the Twister of Time was at one time sealed off by a raven-headed creature.
Yes.
With the Undying Court, I specifically remember the details I told you. They live in Glen Sheol. Is that what it's called?
Something like that.
The Elven island off of Eberron itself. They, from what you know from basic religion knowledge, it is essentially the ancestors that have passed on, whose spirits still linger, that connect with the elves and still lead them and guide them. So the elves are led by the Twin Kings, and above the Twin Kings are the Undying Court. That was Marwyn who told you
Yes.
that, because he was sent by them to replace
Our mother.
your mother, who was an agent of the Undying Court.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So I don't know. That was a little
Good
bit of
pieces.
symbolism I
he
caught
also
on
did
too.
offer to take you there. So there's also that.
Also true.
Yeah,
And
I'm going for a
whatever
spa day.
whatever the sources of her birth is also connected to the Undying Court as well as the Sacred Flame. So that's fun.
Mhm.
My attention goes towards the sundial and the worn down chapel, as well as the lighthouse. I think those are
With
the two.
with everybody talking about the sundial, just to reiterate something from the first loop, somebody had asked the what is her
Talking about-
name? She runs the general goods store, and she asked you to go find her cousin, her.
Yeah.
About the sewers, she had no recollection of the sewers, but she said if there was
Pamela?
any, nah, that's not her name. If there was anybody who knew, it would either be Kit Proudmane or Bellator. Just to reiterate that.
And her name is Janice, I think.
Janice, there it is.
Yeah.
This is not a good looking saltwater taffy. It looks like a booger wrapped in caramel.
Mhm.
Okay, guys, sorry to cut you off. It tastes like one too.
Tastes like a
Haystack
booger
went
wrapped in caramel.
through? Oh,
Mhm.
it tastes like one too. Okay.
It may just be me, but whatever we pick, I feel like yesterday we split up a lot. So whatever we pick for today, like if we decide to do the sundial, we can't access the piece until just before noon ish. I think it was right around there that it actually showed up.
Piece is there. It gets covered by the gloop that rises in the sewers. So the
Yeah.
piece is there and
By the
accessible
afternoon.
from the morning until the gloop rises.
Yeah. So
So
we either
Sewer
need
first.
we need to make sure that we pick a time for that. If we're gonna do any small things like asking details about the sewers, asking details about the lighthouse or whatever, then we could do it around it. But wherever we go after, I think we just need to decide on and go as a group.
All right. What we got? We got sewers is probably first because it's in the morning. And then
Does anyone know about the sewers that we know?
It and Bellator.
that's what Janice said.
Potentially,
Mhm.
yeah.
So we asked Kit, we asked Bellator, probably ask Kit because we'll deal with Bellator after the sewers. And then deal with this. Ask Kit if we have to ask Bellator, keep it to just the sewers, go to the sewers, deal with whatever's there, or if nothing is there, whatever, find the object. After that, we have three basic options: the cave with the wizard, the lighthouse with
Charn.
Thairn, Scairn,
Charn.
Scarth, Tharn,
Charn.
Charn. Yes, a lot of R's and A's. Or the bathhouse.
Or the
Hmm.
chapel.
The bread factory.
Yeah,
I mean.
that is
Same-
Or I wasn't paying attention, but the cavern where the Dragonborn went to.
That's
The
the
wizard,
wizard,
yeah,
right?
we went over
Oh,
that.
yeah. Okay, I didn't hear you say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
wizard,
So-
lighthouse, and then you said bathhouse, but why?
Which is not a bathhouse. It's a
it's-
it's a
it's a
the
healing
Healing
spring.
spring and spa.
springs. The
The
springs.
But we were
The
also
bread
need to
factory.
we need to include the chapel. I don't think we got enough time in
Oh
there.
yeah, the chapel. That'll be like nighttime.
I would.
Yeah,
I
there
also
didn't.
don't want
Mhm.
us to wait until like right before the clock turns for us to get there this time, though. So, if we,
Yeah.
the more time we have,
No,
the
I think it
better.
would be good to investigate earlier in the day. I don't know how much we're gonna find there because I think I did. I do it. I think I did a detect magic, and kind of just everything was magic, but there wasn't anything specifically descript. I don't think we had a lot of time there, and it would be worth checking it out, like
Yeah,
in the
briefly,
morning or something,
absolutely.
just to see if things are
Yeah.
different.
Do we want to like once we get the piece, put it in over at the chapel and
It's
like
real risky.
see where that rabbit
What's-
hole takes us?
What's the
That-
piece?
So the
the
piece,
piece in the sewer?
Well, like, do we even know what it is though?
yeah, it's
Missing
the,
piece of the
it's the missing
sundial.
piece of the sundial that is currently keeping us in this time loop.
The sundial.
how do
is
we
I,
know
on-
mi-
that?
I missed where we
The
discovered that.
sundial's at the
Sorry.
Yeah.
temple. because
So-
the DM said, "Hey, see that sundial? See the
Missing
like
triangle
blinking
piece.
light that is
Yes.
indicating? That's roughly shaped.
But
the
where
same
did we
of
get
the
that
triangle.
as the golden sewer
Joey is
piece?
definitely adding the keeping us in the time loop part.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, definitely. But from the
My
message on the
favorite
wall,
part was
Sorry, I missed the part where we
Birdman
made the
becoming your
connection to the
magic
sewer
dad.
object.
So-
That's my
so-
favorite part.
We,
I'm with you,
we
Josh.
Didn't,
I didn't miss it
we
too.
didn't hear a yes. This is definitely the piece from the
Yes.
DM, but he said there's a missing piece on the sundial, and so far we have only seen a small broken golden piece in the sewer, and so we've just picked 1 and 1.
2 plus 2
together.
normally equals
2
4.
plus 2.
I think
And
me and Josh
literally-
just missed where
Oh,
that
but
conversation happened as a
sometimes-
party
Yeah,
because
Yeah.
I don't think we ever
Sometimes-
mentioned that.
I,
2 and 2
I said
equals
that
fish.
I said that at the very end of our session last time, but
I was.
I do not remember that.
it was just very late. I don't think anyone.
All right, quick recap before we get started. Kit or Bellator, then sewer, then chapel, then slash and or Springs Cave Lighthouse.
so
Based on what we find.
I think the lighthouse, just from the fact that the Warforged
Sharn.
kept going there like day after day after day. Yeah, Charn kept going there day after day after day. I'm guessing there's some sort of puzzle there that he had to figure out, and it took time for him to do. So I think us getting there on this loop, as opposed to potentially next loop,
Save us
would
time.
be a positive thing.
Priority
Yes.
Lighthouse as third step. Got it.
Yep.
Sounds
Or
good.
were you saying as first
Is there
step?
someone downstairs?
No.
Yeah,
Third
mom is.
step.
Okay, that's what I thought. I heard the fridge close, and I wasn't sure if it was a weird echo or not.
It's the Ravens.
Yeah, so I think
Hi, Mom.
I think getting there is probably priority. Not that we're gonna get anything done, but I think it'll start the ball rolling. in
Scout
that.
it out. Yeah.
I think going to see the wizard is
I'll have to
risky
see.
because I'm pretty sure if there's anyone who could like basically operate within this magical loop freely, like
Pretty
kind of
easily.
like we are, but with even more power potentially, like the fact that they
Yeah.
didn't know that there was like the castle there.
Mhm.
That
or
maybe
the
he
fact
like
that he one shot Josh. Like,
yeah, well no, his security system.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we want to deal with him quite yet until we have more info on who he might be or what his priorities might be. So I would vote hold off on the wizard, but definitely go to the lighthouse.
Okay.
And I think we should confront Bellator. Basically figure out whether he's in the loop or not. I feel like his assistant probably is. Is in the loop in that he's not in the loop. But I feel like Bellator might still be in the loop.
Jeremy is a
Mhm.
soft target.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think.
Bellator's a hard target.
Remind me who Kit was.
He's the
The
barkeep.
Gamekeeper.
There we go. Okay. They
Uh,
also-
Speaking of which, it's 6 a.m. and you hear from downstairs, "Babe, I got you, babe!" As Kit is cleaning up, as he does every morning, preparing for breakfast.
One more
Like
big
left
picture.
off.
Yeah, go ahead.
The body is the twister of time, and the sundial is the thing. That's
Huh.
also likely in the chapel.
the
so
body is what?
Is the
The
Twister? of Time?
twister of time.
So the lore,
Skeleton.
the lore was that a creature like that is what basically defeated the Twister of Time and like
Yeah.
imprisoned him.
Because it was like a skeleton of a raven-like figure, and that's the creature in lore
thought
that
it
I'm
was a
about to
regular
that I'm about
Body.
to. No, it
No,
was like a
Raven head.
raven-esque
It-
figure,
Oh,
It is
humanoid
a
raven thing.
yeah, it is a large human body with a raven head, but they all seem to be connected. Not like it's a kit bash. It looks like it's all one figure.
okay.
Yeah.
You know, like I like my Warhammer figures as one figure, and I don't like kit bashing because it's lame.
Spike walks downstairs and shouts, "Babe, I got you, babe."
That's a good song.
Bloody
Oh my.
love this music.
I
Ulamog, I don't know what it is, but I think I know what we need to do today.
agree.
Yeah. Do you know too?
Yeah, I do.
Wait. 1, 2, 3.
Stewart.
Talk to Kit.
Oh, okay.
Oh wait, I guess we don't. Okay.
I
Wow.
got you, babe.
1, 2, 3. Find me
like-
magic, Dad.
I like to picture the 6 a.m. every morning as
The team huddle.
no, Matthias is already up and looking out the window. River and Barshoon are sharing like a bed together. Ulamog is sleeping on a chair, and Spike is just face down on the floor.
That's about right.
Wakes up.
That's-
Wakes
that's
up.
what I just picture every
Yeah.
morning.
yeah. Just as he's like walking away, he's just like, I may not get a hangover, but man, my back it kills me every morning.
You slept as well as the first night you slept in town.
Exactly. The
Maybe-
first
maybe
night
we-
was rough.
Maybe we add find chiropractor to the list.
They gotta have
An
one.
alchemist.
You know.
I don't think it would do anything because the next morning, I feel like my back would just be ruined again.
You have to go every morning.
That's
Every morning.
honestly the worst curse here.
Yeah.
Constant chiropractic.
But it has its pluses because no hangover after last night.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Bastion?
Don't get used to it.
This is a
We're
good
getting out of
thing.
here.
We defiled the guy who makes like little miniature animal statues. We'd like
The
drew
taxidermist.
stuff on it. Yeah.
The
Oh,
Yeah, that's what-
taxidermist?
That's what
said
they're called.
we defiled.
Yeah.
You do have committed an act against him.
Oh.
No. We just drew on some stuff, but yeah, it was a crazy time. Anyway, babe, you got me, babe. Just keep going out the door.
You descend the stairs
get my
like you
breakfast.
have every morning to see Kit, startled that there are strangers inside of his building. Oh, good morning. Did you sneak in perhaps during the night? Did Kendra already? Let me check the books. I see no names here. Ah, that's all right. We can settle debts later. Would you like some breakfast?
You have the best breakfast in town. Eggs, bacon,
That's
Can
the
you-
only two things we got.
give it the fixins.
Which is just eggs on the bacon and bacon on
Exactly.
the
Exactly.
fixin'.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa, endless loop of bacon eggs.
That's what this town is for.
No, that's what an oven is for. Ah.
Bacon eggs. Ah.
Nice.
Bow, 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 bow. I don't know what my thing is.
You put it in a
Oh.
pancake.
It's under all these snacks that are on my desk.
I get downstairs. I just full plate of bacon, please, and your strongest ale, please. It's gonna be a long day.
Rough night.
Yeah.
I'm almost out of eggs. I'll have to get more.
No, just a
Continues
plate,
to cook
plate of
bacon and
bacon's fine.
eggs. Well, he's making eggs for other people, Josh. I'm the only one here. This isn't about you.
Oh, well,
I
I
have a
thought it was- Never mind.
I have a sneaking suspicion that more eggs are just gonna show up down the road. Just don't know what it is.
That's normally where the eggs do show up down the road at the farm.
This is true. Watch out because sometimes those kids chase the goat down there, and you don't want to get hit by that.
He very suspiciously. Kids chase the. Yes, they do.
Just a friendly warning. Showing love and care to the person cooking my food. You know what I mean? And I throw 3 gold pieces onto the table. Get some eggs.
What is going on in Matt's frame?
That is some creepy room vibes.
Yeah. You guys see that
Sorry, we'll
light?
be right back. I'm trying to find a USB-C charger.
Oh, I have one right here.
Oh, bow, bow,
Take it.
wow. Got
That's
him.
awful.
Take
I
it.
don't
Take-
like that
Take
joke.
it.
Oh, speaking of, I'm gonna plug my phone into mine. There you go.
Let me get my USB-C charger.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Let me get my ABC.
Get my ABCD charger. It charges my Sesame Street.
ABCDE.
Sing
You
the
just gonna
song,
stop
Jordan.
at E? You just stopping?
F you and your mom and your sister and your bro.
What's going on?
It's a song.
Okay, I heard. Oh wow, this is wild. We're seeing two on one screen. Oh, that's weird.
Never should I ever.
They're exchanging drugs.
So
Jory, you were a weed dealer? Adderall dealer? What's going on here?
Yeah, I got a big idea.
No?
Weederall.
Okay. Well, as we're sitting at the counter, as Kit's preparing food, like, have you ever, do you know anything about the sewer in town? Like where it goes to, where it comes from?
Kit. While scrambling far too many eggs in a bowl, and throwing just the bacon in with the eggs, not even preparing it in its own pan. Kind of looked over his shoulder and goes, "Oh, the bottom water!" And he kicks the floor, and he goes, "It runs right underneath here."
What did he say? What was the word he used?
Right underneath here. It runs right underneath.
No,
here.
what did he call it?
the bottom,
Bottom
water.
water.
Bottom water. Not
But-
top water. That's rain.
By bottom water, do you mean the sewer system? The outside there's these covers, these openings by the streets that are gated off on top. Is that the bottom water that you're referring to?
Sure. I imagine it's the same one that's in the basement.
Do you mind if I go take a look at it? I know this is a weird request, but
It's very
I
odd
think
to
I- I
ask
think
a
I-
man to go into his basement.
I think I dropped something in the sewer, and if there's a
It's a very
connection to the
oddball.
sewer
You just
in your
gotta-
basement, it'd be easy for me to go find
In the
what I
bottom
lost.
water. Sorry. He's
If he
confused.
starts taking his pants off, just
What?
run upstairs. Huh?
You put that idea into his mind.
Huh?
You're gonna get his bottom water. Kit kicks the rug. That's in the square where he works,
Mhm.
and kind of moves it with his foot. And he goes, "Sure, go ahead, have fun in the hatch." And there is a hatch underneath the rug that leads.
I
the
look over at
basement.
Matthias and I'm like, just shrug, and I get up and I go down the hatch. I'll be
It's
right back.
okay. I'll make sure he doesn't close it on you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You'll do great.
Well, if I die
His-
from
his-
some evil
His
goo
Pike.
ooze, that'd be
Yeah?
fun.
I've got a genius idea for today.
You want to look for an immovable rod and put it in front of the gate so that way he can't come up.
You have a twisted mind.
It would have been really fun, right? No, sorry. You tell me your plan and then no.
You know what?
we-
No,
we
you
won't
ruined
do
the
my
moment. You ruined the
You will
moment.
say it
You'll
at
find
the
out
same
later.
time.
Okay.
3, 2,
plan.
1,
Actually, being as you're right here, we should probably not do the ceremony for those
I
who
didn't
shall
prepare it
not be-
today.
Yeah,
There's
well,
more.
good,
There's more
good-
important things.
good for you. Empowering yourself, I see how it is. But if he sees you, you already know he's gonna run up and say, "A holy man." Hey.
You know what? If I step outside, I may just disguise myself.
Do it.
Yeah.
Good on you. Like,
Good on me.
Go
I
ahead.
know. How about
Yeah.
you go outside, huh?
I'm waiting on my eggs.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you
Hey,
Lamont,
go
how you
down.
doing?
Are you going down the hatch? You're going down the hatch. I'm sorry, I walked away for a second.
Yeah, I'm going down.
You open the hatch to reveal a very dark dry cellar.
Mm.
You descend into it, and there is a bunch of, your normal tavern goods down here. But oddly enough, in the floor of the dry cellar, is another hatch that is grated, like the sewer grates that are outside.
Please remind me. Were we ever able to get the sewer grate off, like up, like out of the ground?
Yes, but
Matt,
it was this
Matt
big.
shattered it, but yes, it's small.
Yeah.
It's a little grate.
Is
It's
it?
not very great.
Is it the same size in here?
No. It's a hatch to open.
I don't have a way to communicate with my brothers. That I'm
We're
going down.
right
You
up
can
the
yell.
ladder. Yeah.
Brother Mancy,
That's true.
We didn't close it.
That's a spell I'm making now.
yell.
Hey, brothers, I found something.
Okay, what's up?
There's a hatch to get into the bottom water.
Hey, can you give me an over easy?
Kit shouts down the hole. Are there any eggs in there?
I look around. Are there any eggs?
There are no eggs down here.
No. Sorry.
Fine.
Well, just like when you're cooking, just like take it out now.
He takes all the scrambled eggs and pours them onto Jordan's plate, and then
They're
puts
already
them.
done? Holy
puts some-
cow.
Scrambled eggs take like
2 minutes.
a minute, like at best.
The early bird gets the egg.
I'm not good
And
at
then
cooking eggs.
he puts the you're not apparently he puts the bacon on a plate for Ulamaka and he goes over easy, all right. And he picks up a few more eggs and he throws them into the pan and he looks at you and then he begins to scramble them over the heat.
I'll just laugh to myself as I go down the stairs.
I just leave.
Yeah.
Can you bring my plate of bacon with you?
Spike. Now keep walking.
No, Kit, you hold it over and you do it easily. Over
Ah,
and easy.
ah.
Do it.
He pours out scrambled eggs onto another plate and he goes easily made and puts them on the
Ah,
counter.
yeah. I scrape it onto my plate and begin to eat.
Perfect.
I'm just waiting for the rest of them so I can tell them what's going on, and then I'll be down. These eggs are amazing.
Bring my
by the
bacon
way.
with you. I can't
Bring
speak.
my bacon with me.
I'll let you know if there's any left.
Okay, Matthias gets down
Thank
here.
you.
I'm assuming.
What's up?
Hey, there's a sewer grate like hatch on the ground. It's a lot bigger than the one upstairs, out in the
is.
street.
What? Wow.
We should probably go down there.
That works.
Yeah, I didn't think about this.
Can you cast light on anything?
10 minutes ago when I was preparing my spells, but there may be something to fight down there. I'm a bit of a hybrid today, and the answer to that is yes.
Can you cast light on?
Sorry guys, I zoned out there for a second. What are we doing?
You finally stopped drawing on the table?
River is still upstairs.
It's actually just been Albert, like in my cowl flapping and just moving me around everywhere. So I'm catching some extra naps.
Owlbert now.
Ah, very good. I didn't think
Owlbert
about my
and
spells at all
Ernie.
today. We're in the basement looking at
Wait,
it.
why
Feel
is your
good.
fire spirit
Wait, are
not
you both-
called?
are you
Why is
both-
your fire spirit not called Bernie? So you have Owlbert and Bernie.
That's pretty good.
Ah,
I mean,
that
his
would've
name is Benjamin, so it could be Bird. It
Okay.
could. be Bird. Bird.
Anyway,
Bird?
I grab
Bird.
the nearest like random piece of like wood or rock that I can find, and just like cast light on this.
You
Please.
pick up a bottle of wine that's loosely sitting on the shelf outside of a crate.
Cool. Cast light on this. Thank you. I open the hatch, and I drop the bottle of wine down the hatch to see how deep it is.
It's like a 30-foot drop. It sparkles,
I jump in
Jeez.
and
now.
you hear whoosh, whoosh.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Yep.
All right. Well,
So no water at the bottom, or at least not enough to swim in.
it's true.
Or drown in.
True.
Or
Oh,
clown.
hey, jeez, you're right there beside me. Okay. You guys really don't mind just sneaking up on me nowadays. Is that something that you're like really committed to?
Yes.
Well,
Adamant
maybe-
about.
You should cast light on more things. I don't know.
If
Okay.
you guys walked down there, I would have walked down right behind you.
Jesus!
Right.
Golly!
You're out
Nice.
of bacon.
Nice
Oh.
one, Spike.
You're out of bacon. Cast light on this.
Thank you, Spike. No, I'm.
It's glowing bacon.
You're
Don't
not
drop
gonna
the
eat it to see
bacon.
what happens.
I'm gonna go down.
Is
I'll eat
there
it.
Is there a ladder or anything?
ladder?
How about?
Yes.
Okay, I just go down the ladder. I'm gonna, or, what? No, sorry. Hold on. I'm going to light a torch because I have one of those in my inventory, and then I'm gonna go down.
No. You're gonna take out the torch. Tell Matthias to cast light on it.
Ah! I'm gonna
Is-
just cast light on my staff, and I will go down after Ulamok.
And as the player, we are going into sewers which have buildup of some dangerous and sometimes flammable chemicals.
Like feces.
Yeah, feces are a dangerous chemical.
They are
But
here.
as a character, you do not say that.
No,
All
no,
right.
I don't think that exists really in this world.
I don't know
Hope no one uses
about
any
Probably
fire
does.
magic down there.
agriculture or architecture or.
Hope no one brings
No.
their burning
I know-
familiar with them.
Yeah, he's not.
I
saying
know
that.
how to be
think-
holy. I'll tell you what.
Who do you have with you, Joey?
I have Albert.
Okay.
He's always out. We haven't established the length and all of that for
Benjamin.
Benjamin. Yeah. I picture him either as like default, which is I have to summon him, or as just like kind of a wisp until like I use it, and then he gets like material form sort of thing. But also he was like used to run a forge, so I don't know how that tie in lore wise, but
But man, does this sewer smell bad? Or it doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Welcome
ooh,
to
Oh shoot!
the sewer.
Oh, gross. That's
Let's
awful.
go.
Isn't it
Ugh.
great?
Ugh. Yeah,
Well
it's
done.
great.
I like it. The
Alright.
Zewer. That's
Oh.
great.
Misa can't grab.
Okay, hold on.
Like,
Can you all?
I've access
Rejoin.
to Ulamok.
Can you touch your characters?
I'm trying to.
Get back here.
can you give me control of Matt's character?
Yes, please.
Yes.
See his son is Lappy Tappy.
Oh, that's right.
Laffy Taffy Lappy.
Hold on, I'm gonna
That's
rejoin.
Good.
Usually, the hinges would probably hold up better.
Mm.
Guys, I broke the system.
Oh.
Okay, let's go back
Happened with
1 second. You descend a hole. You descend a ladder through a hole leading down into the darkness. You are second guessing all of your choices as you press forward with every rung upon the ladder. You enter a musty room with stone floors riddled with disgusting congealed slime. It is thick, foul-smelling liquid drains from outlets, trickling into stagnant water that lays in puddles along the floor. With shrill calls echoing from the stone pipes, you wonder what waits within the sewers. Upon entering this room, you hear a voice boom through the pipes, and it lingers as it comes into the room, and you hear, "How dare you enter my kingdom uninvited? You pests! You will be extinguished at once! This is your only warning! Be gone! Gone! It echoes throughout the sewers.
I'm sorry.
that-
All I heard was, "How dare you
Oh,
enter the
I
Grinch's
just-
lair? The infamous The audacity! The audacity! God!
Yep, that's it.
Oh, I dig the music, Trevor.
Right.
Yeah, the music is great.
I'm
The
gonna
green
pop a.
haze is great. love
I'm
it.
gonna.
I
go ahead and-
slowly sink into the wall like so.
Okay, perfect.
Could I be brought back to the map? I rejoined, hopefully granting me access to my character.
I'm gonna pop a detect magic, like when he starts talking, to see if I can detect any magic.
Any magic? No.
Okay.
No,
magic
there
within
is
30
no
feet.
there is no magic within.
It's still not working.
I'm gonna
I
keep
don't
that
see
up.
my
It
name
lasts
on
for
the
10
left.
minutes.
Oh yeah, I don't see you either.
But I'm here,
Huh.
I swear.
Huh, I definitely gave you permission, right?
You're in there as this Josh.
I don't see myself. On the
Oh.
left.
You're there on my screen.
Okay, good.
You're there
But
on
I
my
can't
screen.
move my character.
I might have given the wrong permissions.
I can
I'm
do it.
Sorry.
I've been stuck in this one square for so long. Thank
There
you,
you go,
brothers.
Joey.
Yeah.
I gave you the wrong permission.
Okay. Woo!
My gosh.
They're making me
So
go
we
up.
heard a voice from where? Like down the hall?
Going throughout the pipes of the
Ooh.
sewers.
Ooh.
I would casually just kill rats that go near
Yeah, there's
my
a few
feet.
just running around. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as one just like comes right near my feet, I'd just give it a swing, and
Cause splash, it's dead.
yeah.
That's disgusting.
Like, what if they're sentient?
Yeah.
Okay,
it screams.
they-
It screams in anguish.
Ooh.
I mean, they are
Anguish.
definitely some
Animals,
aspects
that's-
of it.
animals
that's-
are sentient.
That's their native tongue is anguish. They speak
Ah.
anguish. Yeah. That's why it screamed in anguish.
So they're from the fifth circle of hell.
Do we
Mhm.
recognize the voice at all?
No.
Okay.
It's very distorted as it echoes.
Okay.
So I would say no.
I look over
no,
to
you-
the brothers, and I'm just like,
It's meat Thias.
well,
Oh no!
onward, I suppose.
Give me 1 sec. I'm gonna kneel down, and
Cry.
Cry. I'm gonna kneel
Ask-
down.
speak
and
with
cry.
animals and try to talk with one of the rats that wasn't
Yeah.
smushed by Spike immediately.
Yes, that's correct.
Time for the rat army.
Yeah. Cast speak with animals.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Say hey, buddy.
You there's a small rat in the corner who is almost like reeling back, and it's like, my father is just crushed by that man.
I look in another direction. I look for another rat.
There's another rat. You look to the other side. There's this
Uh-huh.
broken barrel, and this rat in the barrel, like,
I
my
kill-
uncle has been murdered.
Oh no! Oh no! I into the fourth quarter.
Dude,
In
did
the
you
fourth-
learn nothing from
In
the
the fourth
Muppet
corner,
Christmas Carol?
there are
Whistle had
two
4,300.
There are two tiny rats holding each other, and they're like, Daddy, what's wrong with Daddy over there?
Oh boy.
Hey, look for ants instead.
Single time. Whatever. I take out a little bit of jerky and I go over to the first rat and I say abracadabra. I'm now his best friend. I cast animal friendship.
Ooh, food. I haven't seen food in years.
Hey bud, what's down this tunnel?
Father, who am I right?
You
What?
What's down this tunnel?
Another tunnel.
You hear that? The guy that's just spoke through the pipes. Have you seen him before? Who is he?
My Lord and Savior.
Okay.
Mhm.
What does he do? What is he like?
He's our king. He's the Rat King.
Oh, could you bring me to go meet him?
No,
Why not?
I don't want to go over there.
Can you bring me on the
I'm a-
way?
I'm a gate rat. I stand by the gate.
Okay.
You need a throne rat. They stand by the throne.
Okay.
Hey River, how's it going?
So the guy's named the Rat King,
That
and
rat is scarfing down that bacon.
it's part of my mat. Look, I don't like when you take out like your like god dust and start sprinkling it all over into your hair and everything.
The
Like
I
not
don't
god.
think
No,
I-
it's the
time about how
not
you do
god
your
I don't
dust.
think I knew that.
It's
Kind
the
of
not
more of
god
an
dust.
idea of
He
peace.
doesn't have
It's
a
not. Okay.
Okay, sorry. When see exactly. No, I'm being disrespectful to
All
you.
right,
in
you know
the
what?
same
You know
way
what?
that
You
were to
give
me,
your
so now we
animals your
both learned our
food.
lesson.
You give your animals your food, and I'll keep you alive. How about that? All right.
That sounds good. This one. What's your name, little rat?
Birdie.
This rat. This little rat named Birdie is gonna give us information on the Rat King. And I'm gonna double check to see how powerful my animal friendship is. You can give me information. You might be able to say. Wait, that's speak with animals. Animal friendship. You
You have advantage
convince
on
him that you
persuasion
mean him
checks.
no harm. Yeah, that fits. No, he's charmed. So what does
Yeah.
charmed?
You have advantage on persuasion checks.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
not
he's at the
magically-
most amiable towards you out
Yeah.
of the like 5 levels of relationship towards
Got it,
someone.
got
He's
it,
the
got it,
most
got it.
amiable.
Could you take just like 5-10 minutes? Just take a quick break from being a guard. Oh God, I forget the tiers of rats that you
gate
gave me,
rat.
Trevor.
A gate rat.
Sorry, a
Gate
gate rat.
Okay.
Could
Yeah.
you, could you take a second, like just 15-minute break from being a gate rat, and just like escort me over to, or like at least bring me to a rat that can bring me to the Rat King.
Got any more meat?
Yeah, I break off another piece of jerky.
Oh, yeah. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Or no, bacon. This is bacon from breakfast.
And River, I know I may not have been so much help right now, but
Yep.
you may want to ask him if there are any traps or anything that we need to be wary of before we reach said Rat King, wherever he might be.
Oh yeah, are there any like traps? Can you make sure we don't die on the way to talk to the rat? That'll bring us on the way
I've-
to talk to the Rat King.
Never set off a trap down here.
Okay,
Not
but like
once.
we're bigger, so we're probably gonna. If
Just
there are some who
follow,
just pointed out.
follow my every step.
Okay, so that's gonna bring us on the way. Did anyone, do you know, protect traps, eat traps,
Protect
stop traps,
traps.
find traps?
Does
This is
stealth?
in character.
Hold on.
Are you
Um,
asking
no.
me?
Does
No.
does
I don't know,
stealth?
sometimes I get this like crazy. It's almost like a some sort of caterpillar sense that like I'm able to just
Caterpillar
detect like
sense?
things as they're coming at me, and be like, that's gonna kill me.
Does what is the check that is made to avoid traps? Is it stealth?
I mean, probably perception. to
Depends
see
on
them.
depends on the trap.
Yeah, it's
Depends
all
on the trap.
all just.
'Cause I can
There is
give us
just
a
a spell called find traps.
I don't
There's
have
also
that.
there is literally just an action called look for traps,
Ah.
where you investigate a room with a wisdom
Okay,
check.
so there are 3 of us that
So
could have
perception.
prepared find traps. Did any of us prepare find traps?
No.
Okay.
It's kind of a garbage spell because
yeah,
it's like
it is 100%.
you know it's in here, but
Yep.
Why would you ever need it when rogues can just we don't have a rogue,
Yeah.
but
Oh, it's
barbarians
also-
can just you don't have a barbarian.
It's also instant. It's within 120 feet, so that's cool. But like, it's a one-time use as a second level spell. It's good. Anyways,
If there are traps.
yeah,
If there are traps,
I'm still
Um,
detecting magic.
I could
so there's that.
also give us pass without trace, which would give us a +10 to stealth based
Ooh.
traps.
I mean, that wouldn't hurt.
That would be pretty nice.
Yeah,
Stealths aren't,
Again,
traps aren't looking for you.
traps
But
are not
they
looking
just
for
are.
you.
They
They're
might
they're
be.
they're
yeah,
shut-
yeah,
they're sent off by triggers,
yeah.
so you
Yeah,
can't stealth
but-
past a trigger.
Yeah,
Unless
but
the
it
trigger
would,
is
it would still be
adamantium like armor.
it would still be good going forward because we have no idea what's ahead of us. So
True.
the ability to
yeah, I like
go
that
in
idea.
silently is not a bad thing, Josh.
Okay.
So that would be
You know
great.
what, Ulamog? I like that idea.
I'm
There you go.
going to walk
I'm
forward
casting pass without
and
trace.
look at the hallway.
We all know how to
and
+10 to dex
Search
stealth check.
search for traps.
Yeah, Bashoon.
It's an investigation check.
Well thought.
I will make an investigation check.
I am not the person to help you with that. So
17.
good luck.
Beautiful.
Hey.
Lovely.
On the upcoming hallway, I think. I can't
Yes.
exactly see, but
It's
yeah,
called
kind of the hallway.
Hallway 1 in my notes.
Great.
Hallway 1 is approximately
20 feet wide.
It looks like 10 feet.
10 feet wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it's exactly 10 blocks. Look at that. It's 50 feet long by 10 feet wide. Starting on this one where the rat. Well, actually, it'd be the one above him. So the one where Matt was. This one right here, where Matt was just
Yep.
standing. The floor itself. Goes from a flattened surface on the left side to a tilted surface, kind of like the stones come up on the right side, and then it switches after that. So it's flat on the right and then tilt on the left, and then it goes back to flat on the left, tilted on the right. See what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's alternating.
Every other stone is alternated as raised and lowered.
In a checkerboard pattern.
And the rat goes, just follow me, and he jumps on one, and he jumps on another, and he jumps on one, and he turns right, and he jumps on another. It doesn't really look discernible what he's doing at all.
I'm gonna take out my quarterstaff and knock on the top of the first raised stone.
So you're here. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Cool. From the sewers come spikes.
Oh God.
Oh
Was
wow.
that a raised one of the slanted ones?
One of the raised stones. Right when you apply pressure to it, as you take your quarterstaff and you give it a good push, out of the wall, Indiana Jones style.
Very googly moogly. Jeez. All right, somebody else take the next row, and I hold out my quarterstaff.
Reminder to make stealth checks. For
Reminder for
Adventures.
everybody to just buy a 10-foot pole. There's a really good reason why adventure packs used to come with a 10-foot pole.
Is there
Quarterstaff
some?
ain't that long, guys. You gotta get real close to press on
Yeah.
that.
It's 5 foot reach. That's it.
Yeah.
Bashoon, do you know what caused the spikes to come out before one of us takes a leap of faith?
Was there any magic involved?
I don't know. It
I'm
felt
asking the
pretty
DM.
mechanical to me.
Yeah, I'm guessing
Oh,
it's
no.
purely mechanical.
no.
Yeah.
And to spike.
Bashoon specifically took his quarterstaff, put it against the thing, and pushed on the back, and it went and like fell into place. And then once he takes it off, it raised back up, and the spikes out.
Ah. Oof.
Oh.
Do we
And
know?
then you can hear the rat Joey from down the hallway go, "That's new, new."
Wait, what? I thought you.
Oh, wait.
He shrugs.
Ulamak,
Yes.
grab that barrel. Roll it down the hallway.
I do it. I pick up the. I was like, good thinking. Pick up the barrel, put it on
That's pretty
side,
smart.
and I give it a good quick shove down the hallway. Everybody take
Okay.
cover.
Yeah, I'm
want-
just gonna duck back behind.
I think I want a dexterity check.
Dexterity.
So I want to
please.
know, because you get the idea. I think we all understand which ones are the trapped. So
Mhm.
you're going to roll a barrel, which is uneven, so it's going to wobble. So give me
I'm
a
trying to
dexterity
aim it.
check to
Yeah.
see how well you aim it down the hallway, so we can see which ones pop.
All right.
And which ones stop. Or if it just gets to the spikes and then the spikes smash the barrel to smithereens before it gets any
Lift
further.
off the first one and into the wall.
Good thing there's another barrel. Cause that was a 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It gets to the second row of spikes. And this time,
Second row of stones.
yes, second row of stones. Well, guess what's there? It's spikes. They pop up through the floor, through the piece itself. But it does. You do go from the one on the right triggering the trap on the right, and one left triggering the trap on the left.
So
Okay.
there's a clear correspondence to how the traps work.
Okay. Do we just want to go back and forth to get right through?
Sounds like that's the plan.
Avoid the slanted ones and just
who-
hippity hop.
Who's the
all
best
the way through?
dexterity amongst the group?
I,
Not
I
me.
I have a 16 plus 3.
I read my Bible for the living.
Matt, how's your dexterity?
I mean, I'm
sword
not
drills.
awful, but I think I've had enough jump scares for now. So again, quarterstaff is up for grabs.
You want to just lead the way and just poke along the way just so we could get to the other side? My thing is, I thought we were going to do this discreetly, and now we're making a ruckus with
That's a good point.
all the traps. So
Yeah, I kind of like
just-
look at the magical like pass out a trace around me, like,
yeah,
mm.
yeah, like
Yeah.
Granted, he did address you the second you entered this
Yeah.
sewer.
Yep. I still think it was a good call, but
What if
Now,
it's an
no, it
automated
is.
message?
Kate won't be able to follow us. That's
True.
the play.
I don't know. He's a cat. He has 9 lives, and there's only 5 traps.
We got the number.
All right, who's going first?
Well, you don't have
fine.
to trigger the trap if you're going first. Just make sure the one you're going to step on isn't the one that's going to trigger.
I'll
And
lead
if
the way.
it's safe, go for it.
Ulamark, are you going to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am carefully gonna walk in every one of the tiles that will not trigger the traps. I don't know how.
Well, before you do that, would you like the quarterstaff?
Yes, and I reach
Okay.
back.
Well, you're a lucky fellow. You're a lucky boy. You got my lucky quarterstaff, and it's me pride and joy and cast Bardic Inspiration on you,
Fantastic.
where you can
Nice.
get a D8 to a ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
It's 1. Or do I just have Bardic Inspiration?
You
It's-
have Bardic Inspiration
Which
for
is 1 die.
the next 10 minutes, which will be a 1d8 that you can add.
1d for the next 10 minutes. Fantastic.
And I think I kind of bonk you on the head with it before handing it to you. And there's probably like a little glimmer of light at the end as it
Yeah.
bonks your head.
I'll just be like, I hate when you do that. Grab it. I'll take the first 2 steps confidently, seeing as we know how it works. Can I see
Oops.
the raised floor plates?
You can. You can follow the pattern of left to right, with how the plates work.
Is it the entire way like this jig-jag pattern, like the zigzag?
Checkerboard pattern
The entire way?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
for the lower stones. The stones which aren't raised
Yes.
are, yes, and vice versa.
So
Alright.
it would be. These are the ones that aren't raised.
Okay. So I will carefully. Did we want to actually before did we want to trigger the traps just that way they're disarmed? Or do they auto
I
retreat
think they
retract
went
back?
back after, right? Like the rock went back up and the trap
Description
went
of
back
the
to the wall.
first one was that it retracted. Yeah.
Okay, so there's no
I
point in
just
just
left them
triggering
out
them.
so you know
Yeah.
where they are.
All right, so I'm just gonna confidently kind of use. I'm gonna use the staff to give me some like leverage against the walls to make sure I don't like mess up where I'm stepping. But I'm just gonna move
Okay,
forward in the zigzag.
Yeah, why don't you give me a nice acrobatics check?
Sick. We're not gonna use that dice because that dice was mean to me already.
Nice.
Oh, that's a lot better. Do I have to throw in the D8 before or after final results?
You can know the number that you got, but you can't know whether it passed the check or not.
Mm.
So Trevor can't tell you.
Well, actually,
you
I just
can
get it for
add it
10
if you
minutes,
want.
so I'm just gonna go for it. That would 15 plus 8. Yeah, 14 plus 1 acrobatics plus 8. I would max on the D8.
Nice.
Nice.
The 23.
Cool. You effortlessly move from block to block, down the hallway. So much so that you're so in your groove that when you get to the end of the hallway, you realize that the last 2 blocks are swapped, and it is a smooth block twice and a trap block twice.
I'm gonna kind of look behind me and like tap on the wall to get everybody's attention and be like, be careful, they switch it up at the end.
Mm.
So the rest of you are going to go down the hallway after him, yes?
Yeah.
So why don't you guys make a group
Group check.
a group acrobatics check to kind of follow the way he went with advantage because he already did it.
I rolled a natural 20.
Well, you're
And
fine.
12.
But it's with the group, so
13
Yeah, this is
and
true.
13. I rolled 2 13s.
that's very unlucky.
Yeah. I die, right?
Matthias?
Yeah, you're dead.
Oh man.
After you go last and after everybody walks, all the tiles become trap tiles.
I just
I got a 9 with advantage.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
That drops the average.
You
real
move
low.
down in the formation of Spike, River, Matthias, Barshoon. This way, if one of the first 2 fall and get hurt, you have your healer right there. And I think you get through it pretty quickly and pretty fine. At one point, Matthias does kind of slip and almost fall forward onto one, and Barshoon very quickly grabs him from the back, Squid Game style, and holds him over the tile, then brings him back up. But you guys all make it across the threshold into the next room.
Awesome.
all right. Can you take us out of cutscene mode?
Wait, we're in cutscene mode?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops. There you go.
This guy.
Wee wee.
By the way, Trevor, what's the light like in here?
Can you
I know
not?
Can I not?
I didn't know that would do that.
It's so deep. I don't know where you went.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Oh no.
That's what she said.
Oh.
Wait, can you
Is the
teleport
owl there
yourself?
too? No, owl's here.
Me?
Yeah, shift
No,
click. Shift
Josh.
I can't grab myself though.
Just shift click.
Oh, I found.
I see
myself.
that.
There you are. There you are.
How do I raise him up?
click. Just shift click. Shift
You
click and then click
raise me
where you want him to
up.
be.
Uh,
Whoa!
Oh.
I
figured-
raised you up.
Good job.
Oh, I literally teleported and then somebody grabbed him.
Yeah, it was me.
Rude.
In order to have the slimy cool effect, I had to make the rooms
Gross.
about like 50 feet into the air. So yeah, delicious, right? Before you is a channel of putrid, brackish water. The same that you saw kind of sludging out of the pipes and into those puddles on the floor in the first room. It's imperceptibly deep, and occasionally lapping up onto the narrow stone banks, or flowing over through these little inlets and outlets on the sides to keep it from, it like goes in one and comes back out the other, to keep it from raising too high. There's a stench unlike anything you've ever experienced prior. It is ever present. It burns your eyes and nostrils as you begin to walk through these rooms deeper into the sewers. All while there are strange sounds bouncing around the room around you. One of those strange sounds ringing from the pipes. Turn back! So many others have lost their lives to these, all of my greatest trap. Flee! Return to your homes, love your wives, and die knowing you could not best me.
He sounds insecure.
No.
Mm.
Your
Yeah,
lives.
can I roll an
Me-
insight check on him?
I don't
Sure.
know if I don't know if it's me, but I think it may be his living space. I
A
think he
16?
needs to liven this place up a little bit.
Is he insecure? Quite possibly.
Okay. All right.
In this room, there is a large pipe that goes almost the full length of the water, brackish, disgusting water below you, but is cut just short with a broken pipe. There is a steam valve in the middle that has steam emanating it, shooting up towards the ceiling. I don't know why. Oh, there's the steam valve. See,
Yep.
there it is. There's also this pipe that runs from this one over in the corner.
Oh, we're not seeing
Hmm.
if you're.
That was weird. I took the wrong pictures. Anyways, to your left here,
We're also
so
in
there's a
cutscene
long
mode again.
rusty pipe that. Are you still cutscene mode?
Yeah.
There you go. I keep forgetting I have to switch it off. There's a long rusty pipe that hovers over the pool of putrid water. There's a whistling jet of intense steam blowing out of one of the steam pipes in the center that is going straight up in the air. There's another pipe built into the floor that has 3 large dials built into it, very similar to the one on the pipe itself where that jet is blowing steam. And there's another pipe that's connected to that. There's 3 that goes up, over, and out the wall on the other side of this disgusting room.
So
How far is this room, by the way, Trevor?
That looks like 60 or 70 feet.
Yeah, I'm counting. I
long
think it's
for the
more
pit.
than that. The pit itself, yeah.
that's
The pit itself is
13
65.
yeah.
Yeah.
70, 75? I think it's 15 tiles across. Wait.
That's 55.
Oh wait, sorry, I did underneath it by accident.
55 to 60-ish. Yeah.
Yeah, 13.
Oh, 13, so that's 65
65.
then.
Oh, so that's
Yep.
60 or 70.
Yeah.
Wow, what do you know?
Okay.
All right, Mr. Engine Man.
Can we,
Man.
Mr. Engine Man, want to figure out how this
So,
engineering
Engineering. So we
feat-
probably want to release the pressure.
we probably want to hold.
I'm not.
on.
I'm not any sort of engine man, so I'm not sure.
Like this, and I start turning the dial.
Me neither.
Wait, which oh, the one right there.
There are 3 dials,
The one.
Oh,
like Eric
and they're all
had.
right here.
and they're all right there. You can only put one
Oh,
pipe with
what?
one, but there are 3 there.
There are 3 where I'm at.
1, 2,
Okay.
3.
Is there like an obvious like this one is winding this way?
Well,
This
the
one's winding this way.
the second one is directly underneath the pipe that goes up and over the top of the room.
And that's where the steam is coming out.
Nope, the steam is coming out from the center.
The
This
center.
one right here.
Of the room.
That
Yep,
one.
from right
This
there.
is-
Ooh.
Okay. I'm gonna get the right one and turn it lefty loosey.
Okay.
We actually would probably want to shut it off so we can
Yeah,
climb
I
up
think
there
you
and
need-
turn it off, like loosen
Righty
it up
tighty.
there.
I'm just experimenting. All right.
So you turn the right one to
Loose.
to loose
To open, I think.
to
is what he said.
open.
Left.
Yes, which is open.
Yep.
Yeah, steam pours out of the pipe in the center of the room.
Huh.
So it doesn't intensify.
No,
It pours out of the pipe and it's it's already going at
Try
like
the other way.
So it does. Okay. So it doesn't intensify. Experiment complete. Turn
Get
it
it.
to the right.
Turning it to the right. It moves to a specific spot where the steam starts to lessen, and then it kind of and like gets stuck.
Mm.
Why don't you give me a strength check?
What a terrible thing to ask of me.
I notice him struggling and say, Ulamak,
7.
can I get the quarterstaff back? And pass the quarterstaff along
Yep.
to Matthias for some leverage.
Nice, I like it. Roll with advantage.
Instead of a 7, it's a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not that
Nah.
much greater.
Nah.
does he
It-
break the
it-
stuff?
You. Oh, thanks. Which is just like the smallest amount.
I see with all the exertions, like, let me help.
No, I got it. It's
I-
fine. Hey, try one of the other ones. I got it. I'm working on it.
And then
Guys,
I
I swam in a lot of water, and this water's icky. I don't like it.
I
Me neither.
oh
Bad
shoot,
water.
that's not great.
I couldn't swim in this water, could I?
It's up to you.
How's it look? Like,
Yuck.
yeah, that's sort of
But
the
if
vibe
you
I was
wanted
getting.
to,
Looks like bubbling pistachio pudding.
Yeah,
Ooh.
you know,
Um,
I'm kind
Kip-
of getting the vibe. I'm good, but yeah, never
Question.
mind. We need
Probably
the
a good
steam
call.
off.
Question to the DM.
answer.
If I were to just take could I also put my hand on the leveraged quarterstaff and get an advantage
Hey,
with my
hey,
strength check?
hey, I'm working
Yeah,
here.
sure.
There's two
Yeah, why
other
not?
knobs here.
Oh, see, you should have said no, because it already used once, and I think he
Yeah,
did a 1,
no,
which I think would have
actually-
broken the quarterstaff.
No, I actually think it's disadvantage.
Oh, because the quarterstaff is broken.
No, because Matthias won't let you touch it.
mhm.
Like, hey,
It's a
there's
13.
two other
Let him do
there's
his
two
thing.
other wheels here.
Find your own thing. Don't.
On
And
it.
then,
I'm
and then
working
the
on it.
second you put your hands on it to
I
start pulling
swear,
right,
I'm gonna
he's
get it.
pushing left on purpose.
Matthias, I'm trying to help.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and try to open the kind of thing in the middle.
The one in the middle?
The one in the middle.
Nice,
It's 25 feet
nice.
away. Mage Hand is 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll cast Thaumaturgy on it as well, because it can be used to close or open an unlocked door. I don't know if
Sure.
it works for a
I don't
twisting
see.
thing,
I
but
don't see why not.
it's not locked.
Yeah, it's
So-
not locked, and it's kind of like a door.
Yeah.
This dude on the other end is like talking into the pipes and everything, and then he just hears like a thunderclap come through it.
No, Thaumaturgy isn't
Voila.
always noise. It can be to open or shut a unlocked door.
Yeah,
You
all
just
the
hear the-
effects happen at once. Yeah.
But it definitely does make a
Thaumaturgy
sound opening
is-
it though, like.
So Joey's mage hand, which I think is a flaming hand, by the way.
Cool.
It atom families across the pipe.
Yeah.
It doesn't fly. That's stupid.
No, that's correct.
It gets over there, it grabs, it goes, and it like stops again, and it's like doing the same thing, and then Matt just, and it woo, and it throws your mage hand off into the water.
Oh.
But when it opens, the pipe in the center, that steam is still going, but
Okay.
you can hear almost like a rumbling somewhere else in the pipes.
Huh. So that did something.
Probably the wrong
Thing.
thing.
I've seen this section of Jedi Fallen Order. This is where we're supposed to learn how to wall run.
Oh God.
Go ahead, yeah, go ahead, try a wall run.
Just take a couple days, multi-class into monk, come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Is it?
See,
All the
that's
time in the
that's
world.
why specifically we're not playing XP, because if we were playing XP, you guys could spend years punching civilians to death,
Could murder
gaining
town.
XP from them.
That's good.
And then come
and
right back.
becoming
Literally, just marry them in the morning. Everyone leaves the tavern in the evening.
Kill them all.
Fireball
Yeah.
and repeat.
I'm pretty sure the way to do it is you get everybody inside the tavern, you fireball it, kill them all, collect XP, and then Spike just shoots all of you in the head to reset every day.
That is good, because if we kill each other, it's like killing an equal level
Yeah.
Yeah.
CR.
I mean, eventually it
Wow.
will get very, very tedious.
I just
Try
wouldn't,
to
I
level
just
up off
wouldn't
of this.
kill myself at the end of the day, and I would just reap all the
Oh
benefits.
my gosh.
Just go to sleep.
Okay,
Oh, but if we, XP
so
loss upon death. though.
within Matthias's and Ulamak's fighting, I think Ulamak just kind of eventually outstrengths him because you're a big scary orc, and spins the wheel enough that it closes,
Mhm.
and the steam mill goes, and the second it does, the end of the pipe goes, like where the pipe ends is just out of it.
Sorry, where? Oh,
the
got it.
very end of the
At
pipe.
the end of the middle
Broken
one.
pipe.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
Huh.
good to go. And I just hop. Oh boy.
No, there's steam. Did you just fall in the water?
I tried to hop onto the pipe and it just
Please.
went.
There is steam now coming out in the same fashion from the end of the pipe.
Okay.
Can you teleport yourself to land?
Not unless I can. Oh, maybe I just need to go underwater. No, I got it.
Oh my
Hey.
gosh.
Eh.
Wow.
Oh, what's that?
Yeah, that works. Put me on the
Trevor,
pipe.
Trevor, one of
Yeah.
your rats is down here.
This is
yeah,
where I
it
wanted to be.
happens.
Now that now that I'm on the pipe, I just start working my way across.
Upon climbing up onto the pipe, you realize it is incredibly slimy, and I would like an athletics check to stay on top of it, please.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics. Sorry, not athletics.
22.
Wow. Okay. Whatever. Your fin feet really help.
Yeah. I'm one with the wetness.
Not a fan. Not a fan at all.
And I just oh no.
Okay, you're not allowed to move yourself anymore.
Okay. And I got myself up there.
No,
And
I got you up here.
I teleported him to the hallway. I start working my way across, regardless.
Okay, so you're gonna get to, let's say, where the valve is, right here.
Okay.
Spike, how do you plan on getting past the end?
We shall see when that moment gets to us, shall we?
I think Matthias will finally look up from trying to pull the bar. Hey, Spike, what are you doing?
I am clearly going across now that the steam is gone.
Oh yeah, you missed the part where I overpowered
steam
you and
is
just
gone?
did it.
Have I made any leverage on the wheel?
No, so you walked away. Trevor said, eventually I just overpower you because I'm a big orc, and I just finish
Oh,
it.
that's freaking lame.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
See, now you know how I felt when someone takes your thing away.
That's freaking lame.
I'm
Hey,
murdering
Ulamog,
rats.
I
Jordan,
resent
I
you.
sent
Okay, well,
you.
that's
It's almost
also
like that.
true.
This is what I'm good for.
I
as an
sent
orc.
you a message.
Yeah, I see that.
Um. Yes. So Spike is now going across. The steam is
Yeah.
coming out of the end instead of the valve itself.
Yeah, I'm going across, but something's moving below. So
I've seen this somewhere before.
yeah. Just keep that in mind. I'm gonna try and go farther as quickly as I can, quickly and carefully.
Did we try to see
How
what
far-
the valve on the left did? I'm gonna go to that one.
How far away is he from me right now?
I am. Let's see. I am 30 feet away.
Hey, stop moving, and I will cast, or I will send out my motes.
Command, jump.
I will send out my motes and put you and myself and River on an emboldening bond,
Hey.
and then I will hop up just on top of the. I'll hop up on top of the pipe, just so I can stay within 30 feet of you.
That is going to be an acrobatics check, my good sir, because it is slimy and disgusting.
Trevor, what is that second pipe going the entire length like?
That is the
that
one-
climbable, or is that flush against the ceiling?
Oh, net 20!
It's actually like more towards the
Nice.
ceiling. It's just I can't put it any higher or it disappears.
Okay, but would there be room to get on top of that to go the entire length of the?
You
yeah.
can most definitely try if you'd like.
But it would be more difficult to get on because you're climbing like two different things to get on it in the first
Yeah,
place.
you'd have to
from the-
climb on to where the valves are, then jump
Yeah.
up to it, and then be able to hold on to it the entire time.
Yeah.
Josh nailed a natural 20, by the way.
I'm
Mm.
not-
He
Natural.
did.
It's
He
very nice.
very carefully, almost glides up onto the pipe and then stands on it like it's absolutely nothing.
Please be careful, Spike, and you'll feel a moat kind of transform into a ring and go on your finger.
You just got
Yeah.
married.
Spicy.
So how does this
But you said you
ring-
didn't prepare ceremony.
How does this
It's not
work?
ceremony.
What if I go farther away because I kind of don't want to be right here in the middle?
Well, I'm gonna follow you.
Well, you should have thought of that before you got on the. Oh, jeez.
I didn't know I'd be connected to him. Okay.
You're not
If you're gonna-
connected. I'm just making
Okay.
you better at stuff.
Just
Okay.
stay there.
Let's pause for 1 second.
Can I?
You've moved the wheel on the right
Wheel in the center.
and the wheel in the center.
And the wheel on the pipe itself?
You're moving the wheels while we're on the pipes?
Okay, so you
No,
move
this
the
was
one
before.
on the pipe, you move the one on the right,
The
the
in
one
the
on the center.
I would
okay.
like to move the one on the left.
Okay. Moving the one on the left. This will be fun. So you turn it,
Oh.
and it, and the steam at the end goes, and the steam right under where Spike is starts back up.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Doing
See-
them while I'm on the pipe.
You're going to take damage from the steam hitting you.
Can
You're gonna
I?
take-
Can
you're
I?
only gonna take one
Wait,
damage.
wait, wait.
But the
How much?
steam, just one. The steam across your body, and you, oh, whoa, and you are currently blinded until you get out of it.
I step out of it. I step back. I think.
Okay, so you step back to here.
No, I'd want to step forward because I don't want to move farther back.
Okay, so you move forward to here.
Yeah.
I also would have, after seeing this happen, immediately reversed it.
Okay, reversing it shuts that one off and then turns the end one back on.
Hey, let's not continue to do things while I could potentially fall into the weird moving gross liquid underneath.
Hey, listen, Spike. You made your bed, so lay in it.
Can
I'll
we have
walk
a bit?
over. I'll walk over to the valves and look at Ulak and say, "Okay, so let's go over this. That one switched the steam from the end of the pipe to the middle of the pipe.
Correct.
One of these, when we did the valve in the middle of the pipe, it switched from. What did that change again?
It's the pipe on the ceiling rumbled, and then you heard something further down kind of rumble and move, like towards the
Okay,
other
but it-
side of the room.
But it didn't actually change anything on the pipe itself.
Correct.
Not that you specifically saw.
Not that we saw. Okay.
Yeah.
The one in the center didn't change anything before we switched any of these valves. And when we closed, when we opened the valve on the right,
It sent more steam through. When we closed it,
it
it sent less.
sent.
Mat-
right.
Matthias, do I need to be within a certain distance of you for you to have the effects of your spell?
It's more for you, but yes. But I'm keeping up with you. Just keep
Okay.
walking.
I'm gonna keep walking. I want to get within. I want to get like 5 or 10 feet farther.
I will move when he moves.
We,
So- Out of character, I still got speak with animals going. And I kind of want to talk to whatever's down in this goop thing. I'm not doing it because if you weren't on the pipe right now, I would 100% do it. But I don't want to kill you.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
Maybe when we get to the other side.
Trevor, was that movement okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
As you approach the end of this pipe, though, it's a
Hold on.
because there's steam pouring out of it.
Question.
Yep.
Could a rope trick is described as opening an extra dimensional space that can be reached by either end of the rope.
Yeah.
The rope can be a maximum of 60 feet long.
Mhm.
That is about the opening of the chasm that we were trying to cross. If I were to touch or tie two ropes together and make it because I'm assuming at least one other person has a 50-foot rope. We get 100 feet of rope. We tie off two ends on this side throw another, tie it off so there's 10 feet on the side, throw the other 50 feet over, and then we use the extra dimensional space on either end as a door to just cross.
Wait,
You
Would
make
that
2-dimensional spaces
I think there's
you make a
only
dimensional
one.
space at either end, and you appear at the other end.
at one end. No.
Yeah.
The
No,
rope
you-
trick
no,
is
it's-
not dimension door.
No, it's there's specifically a spell for
It
this. It's
says
called
at the
Dimension
upper end
Door.
of the
I'm
rope.
aware.
No, yeah, it's just the like
The rope
Only-
hangs for
only-
the pocket dimension.
yeah, only one rope has a hole at it, and the other has to be open.
Yeah,
Of
I mean,
just in
I
your
can
world,
read the description. It's at
I,
the
I
upper
get
end
where
of
you're
the
coming
rope,
from. Yeah.
an invisible entrance opens to an extra dimensional
Yeah.
space that lasts until the spell ends. It can be reached by climbing to the top of the rope.
I mean, can you open it from a
You
point
could.
in space?
No.
How,
it's
how
just
do you
the
how
end
do
of the
you how do you choose where the hole opens?
It goes directly up. It seems like one end of the rope then rises into the air until
What's the range of the spell?
whole rope hangs perpendicular to the ground
Touch.
at the upper end of the rope and I think it's from you.
Oh.
So it's directly up. What if you went to the middle of the pipe? And how long does the rope have to be? Is there a
60 feet.
specific?
Up to 60
Up to
feet.
60 feet. So a 50-foot rope would be fine.
Guitars and across.
You want
So
a
yeah,
Tarzan.
you can Tarzan across.
Would that be more or less of a check than walking across a slimy thing? I'm not sure. Let's check the dungeon manual.
Yeah.
Well, just don't want to burst your bubble because I would love to see it. The chasm is 65 feet long, meaning you will fall into the goop when you get to the top of that rope.
Not if you have the rope hanging. Not if you get high enough on one end, because I'll do the math. I will do the math. You know I will do the math.
I hate you
If
and your
a
math.
if a 60-foot rope can cross a 60-foot chasm in a curved thing like this, it would be really high though. It wouldn't be good. I'll tell you that
No.
much. It would not be good.
No, it definitely could.
But what if
It could.
Callie
It
had
wouldn't be
5
easy.
apples and now she only has 2?
Then the train leaving from Detroit at 60 miles an hour would arrive at 12:47.
Oh, good.
River's brain is firing.
I'm doing the math. I mean, it would work, but also, I don't know how tall this place is.
No, it was
Not
just.
very.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's 60 feet tall.
All right, it was the thought. It's fine.
It's a
We
good
can
thought.
drop it.
Good thought.
That is
Love it.
really not a bad idea.
Ah, it fell in the goop.
Hey, Matthias, if you could
Ah.
get to where I am, I can get to the other side.
How did
I
the
really-
rats cross?
Probably on the pipe up the top. They're little and they can climb very easily.
Well, one of
They're
them
rats.
didn't make it, but
Oh, he made it.
did he?
Yeah, don't worry about him.
Okay, Spike, how are you going to get across the jet of steaming steam?
You guys
Just-
far enough over, I turned it off.
Yeah,
Switch it.
don't worry about me. Just
No,
worry
I
about getting your-
literally. How are you getting across? Because the rest of us need to get across too.
You've seen me teleport in the past. I
Okay,
can
cool. So you
literally just-
teleport over there, and now we have one less person on this side to try to solve the problem.
we have one less person on the wrong side of the room.
Oh.
You know, guys, perspective is everything.
Yeah, I see myself in a very dangerous position.
That you put yourself in.
All right, hey, let's solve him. Let's solve both of us not being dangling on this pipe. You do what you're gonna do, Spike.
Why
You go-
are we the only people on the pipe? Like,
There's
why-
still
We
steam there.
probably don't want to have all the people on the pipe. You go, do your thing. Get on the other side.
Yeah,
okay,
I can talk to the creature thing.
I
That help?
like fall backwards and misty step, falling forward
Show off.
onto my feet on the other side.
Can he roll to see if he actually
Yeah,
lands
performance
upright?
check, please.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
performance
want
or
to
landing
see if
upright.
if you land upright or if you fall on your back.
A natural one. So
Huh.
Fall on your back right into the goop.
right into the goop.
No.
Yeah. You
But-
you land on the other side, on your back, and because it's covered in slime.
Oh,
The other side's
no.
covered in slime.
Yes, it is.
How high up is that little wall
I
section?
wouldn't- I
5
wouldn't
feet.
have moved yet then.
It's just a small lip.
Okay. Okay, whatever.
Is a lip, is a
So
lip, is a lip, lip,
I
lip.
won't put myself down there because I'll.
No, no, no.
sink
You can
in
stay
water.
here. Because I'll give you the ability to climb out directly after what's in the goop attacks you.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
What's your AC?
16.
You, especially because you're used to the water, can feel the water moving at a drastic speed around you, like it's moving away from something as something torpedoes towards you, and almost like in an X pattern, something comes across and just misses you from the front, and something comes across and just misses you from the back, and you can feel as these large creatures just brush against the front and back of your body, knowing you just escaped death because I rolled extremely terribly. You very quickly grab the ledge and pull yourself up and scramble with the slime splashing it all around you.
Okay.
You okay?
So, as said before, there is something in the water. Don't go
Should I-
in the water.
Should I try to make friends?
You can try.
Hold on, hold
It
on, hold on,
didn't-
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah. yeah.
It very much seems like it wasn't looking to be friends unless he was trying to give me a hug. And I
A very
don't
aggressive hug.
know. Would I recognize like what it might be just with my familiarity with just things of the water?
Some sort of check into the nature of this beast.
Like a nature of
Survival check?
depth?
Give me a
No,
survival check.
there's a nature check.
Yeah, I know, but give me a survival check.
That's a 6.
It was a fish.
Yeah, fishy.
It's fishy.
Hey,
It's
fishy. No, not.
something.
Wait, no, you were birdie. You weren't fishy. You were birdie. Hey, fishies. Can you hear me? Is this thing on?
Doop, doop, doop. Just like,
The goop begins to kind of churn where underneath where Matthias is on the pipe. And
I'm not in the pipe anymore. I ran off.
I jump into the water.
I ran back.
No, he did explicitly like
Time to leave.
try to bounce.
I forgot I can communicate with beasts of the sea.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you don't need a spell for this. We could both do this.
Okay.
I got
Okay.
I got a
then
little
s- then
telephone thing.
since that,
I'll look over to River and say, he just killed other things you were wanting to talk to. I don't think I do what you want, but I would.
I mean, he can do what he wants. This is kind of his territory, sort of. Hey, is this your territory because it's water? Or do
I
you?
I honestly don't know what's down there, if I'm being completely honest.
Okay.
But I'm kind of used to things like this.
Okay. Sorry, I think we're being rude to the churning.
I feel like we can both communicate to it. I don't see why the two of us talking at the same time is a bad thing.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. Like, I mean, you lead the way
Okay.
if you want.
Hey, you still there? Sorry, we had to hash it out.
I take out my conch shell to listen in on the conversation.
In the conversation.
got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no response from within the water.
Rude.
I splash around on my side, like I reach down and like give the water a little splash to like get the attention, then like quickly step back. You listening down there? We just want to step through. We're not looking for anything. I could find you a little rat friend or something, maybe if you're looking for something to eat.
Thank goodness the
Um,
rat cannot understand you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the water moves towards you. Again, you can see the goop kind of part as something moves below it again as you're slapping on it.
I take a step back.
Yeah, and it does this thing where it against the wall and goes back into the goop.
I'm gonna take a shot in the dark. I don't know animals, but maybe we're not dealing with understands.
I mean, that's not how the spell works. I
It's not how
understand
the
their
spell works.
language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're just jerks, to be
Yeah.
honest.
It's been down here a while. I think maybe the only thing it's had is rats. And
Yeah.
not gonna lie, Ulamak, you're not exactly a thin boy. It probably sees you as quite a snack. So I mean, I think just us being here is just like
I'm gonna pee. I'll be right back.
Oh gosh, dang it!
Out of character, if it's not a beast,
Yeah, like it could be not an animal.
it could be a monstrosity or something like that. Especially
Yes,
with the
yeah,
ooze
yeah,
and
that is also
everything.
true.
So
Yep.
I like it just it being a jerk though.
yeah. I go, this
As-
octopus sucks.
monstrosity. Do you have that prepared yet? Speak with monstrosity?
I wish that
Mm.
was a spell.
Why can't it be? You know,
Because usually they speak a language already.
Ah,
You just have to be able to
Mo-
communicate with it via its native language.
monstrosity.
Yeah, I figured out slods speak a language.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
Woo! And they're creepy.
One of my favorite Oh, wait, hold on. I can't remember what it is now. There was one creature that was... I don't know if it was in the monstrosity, but... It was a creature that spoke and I was terrified of it. Nope, that's an aberration. Never mind. Forget it. So... We just all have to walk across the pipe.
I actually have a solution. So I can push people 15 feet with wind. Just
ooh. So if we
That
all get to the
helps
end and
nothing.
just jump.
if you can get far enough, it will help.
Nice.
Okay,
I
but
am
you're on
not
the
a
wrong side at this
jumping
point.
guy.
It doesn't matter. Oh, actually no, it's from where I am. Never mind.
Yeah, you'd be pushing us
Yeah.
the wrong direction at this
yeah,
point.
yeah.
Oh man, sure would have helped if you hadn't gone to the other side.
Hey,
Hey, you know what? Now we've got
Huh.
two perspectives. You know?
Trevor, I'd like to investigate or like no, not insight. Insight is for people. Yeah, investigation check on the mechanics of these, what we have seen so far, to maybe try to get a clue as to how the things would work best to stop the steam at the end.
Sure.
Can I help
Yeah.
him seeing as we're both standing in front of the valves?
Yeah,
Kinda
go
working on
ahead.
this together.
You both take your fingers and put them across your faces and rub your chins
Yes.
for a second.
Yes.
So
And
go
it's
ahead.
worked weird.
How would you like? Would you like one to help and one to check, or
Why
One to check with
don't?
advantage.
Yeah, just do a check with advantage.
You should probably
Okay.
do the roll.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Do a check
Oh,
with
that's better.
advantage. There you
19.
go. Nice. Okay. So currently, your valves are at open, closed,
Mhm.
open, question mark.
Yes.
Is the question mark the one that's in the middle?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't know what I did with it. What we did with it with the spell.
We the mage hand opened it. I thought.
I was working on it and then it got thrown off.
No, but I'm assuming that meant it opened. And if we saw
I mean, it
the
could have
mage...
been open and then Thaumaturgy closed it because it can do that too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can open or close. Yeah.
Open or closed.
Ah, okay. So I'm not sure of the effect. Okay, got it. So it was open, close, open.
Yes.
Open, closed, open, question mark.
Ah. All right. Okay,
If-
so let's start on just a fresh template and go through the options as far as we can right here. Let's close all 3.
Okay. Close all 3.
I close number 3 and Ulma closes number 1.
Okay. The steam stops bursting out of the end and comes back to where it was bursting out of in the first place.
Okay. Now, Ulamog, open 1.
Open.
Opening just one makes the pipe in the middle produce more steam.
Okay, close that and I'll open 2. So now it's 1 is closed, 2 is open, 3 is closed.
So, opening 2, since, yeah, you hear a rumbling through the pipe that goes up and over the room. And when you do that, give me a perception check. Actually, Spike, give me a perception check. You're closer. Makes more sense.
Natural 1.
So it's just a
Fall
rumbling.
back into the water.
Okay.
My
Um,
gosh.
I'm
Okay,
looking at the rat and apologizing right now, and I'm really not paying attention.
Not at all.
Okay.
Matt,
So
why don't you give me one as well, though, because you did
Okay.
turn this switch.
Oh my
Just kidding. I
goodness.
thought it'd be easier, but hey, someone doesn't have eyes.
I got
No.
a 1 plus 20.
Ah,
21.
perfect.
I didn't roll an at 20. 19 plus 2, sorry.
Okay. Not like the idea of you rolled a 1 and got a plus 20.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yep,
bards, man.
So you can
Jack
hear
of all
you can
trades.
hear the steam moving through it, like you do the other pipe, and you notice that it goes through the wall on the other side. And you can hear from beyond where Spike is, because there's a doorway by Spike, and you look and you see Spike just like apologizing to this rat, and you hear an almost like stone on stone sound, like a, and it settles.
Oh. Hey, it's like
I'm
Spike.
so sorry. I mean, like, it came up to my leg, and I was just so
I
nervous.
point at him and cast message. Stop talking to the rat, you dumb numbskull.
You
fish.
dumb skull.
You dumb
I-
skull. So you hear that in your head.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Oh god.
Hey! Hi!
Okay.
How's
I'm-
it going?
I'm going to close this and open it again. I heard something like behind the wall. Could you see if you get any better reading on what it is? Because it felt like maybe something's blocked or like
It's-
there's rocks in the way or something like that.
It's in the hallway, right?
It seemed, I don't know, in the hallway,
No.
within
Like,
the wall.
this is a DM question. Like, it's
Behind
in
you.
the hallway?
It is beyond the hallway you're facing currently.
okay. I'll go in and investigate.
You're going to go
Okay.
into the hallway.
Yeah. I do want to check for traps just before I go through there, but
Okay.
I want to go see what that sound may be. Just
Sure. Give
Then
me investigation for traps.
flat 10, I believe. Yep, 10.
All right. There is. How far is this? 5, 10, 15. This is 20-foot hallway. Almost exactly at like the 12 and a half, like right in the middle of this hallway. Your eye catches slime kind of tricking off of a tripwire.
Okay. So I go down the hallway and I hippity hop over the tripwire.
Okay, yeah.
In the next room, I just shout down the hallway and say, "Hey, go ahead, mess around with the valve thingy. Do
So
something."
I'm gonna message you first.
So yeah, I close the valve and then open it back up again.
It's gonna be 3 rats with a gun.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is for Antonio.
3 rats, 1 gun, nothing to lose.
Oh, that's good. Or 3 rats, 1 gun, no patience.
Oh.
Or three rats, a gun, a clock, and no time to kill.
What? Alas, one
I'm
gun,
asking your question
too
back
many
'cause
paladins.
I'm just trying to paint this picture.
Oh boy.
This music, man. I'm so on edge.
Yeah, no, not that much. Okay, as soon as I hear the thing behind me, I draw my sword, draw my arm, whatever that may be, and turn around.
Cool. We're
So-
gonna do something while they're doing something because you're way too far ahead of that.
Yeah. So I'd be like right here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you going to say anything back to them before we do whatever we're doing over here?
No, he would have been much more reactionary because I mean, at first it would have been like I feel like as soon as he heard the sound, it would have cut off whatever he would have said. So it more would have been like, yeah, there's a, and then he just turns.
Okay. So for Spike, there you turn around, and there is a dark, long,
Oh, it's that way.
yep, tunnel that runs this way into the sewer. And you can hear well, a hissing,
Oh!
a giant snake,
Oh my god.
torpedoes out of the tunnel and attempts to wrap itself around you immediately, and it's going to make a bite attack on you, immediately. What's your AC?
16.
The snake's head lunges right past you, and crashes into the ground, and it turns and it coils up and it looks at you, and it hisses. And the snake it's large and it's green.
Do I
It's easily 6 feet long. The coloring of this giant snake is very similar to a smaller, very venomous snake that you would have seen before. A quick look at its 3-inch fangs leads you to believe that it could inject quite a lot of venom in a single bite. Unfortunately for your brothers, they cannot see you
Mm-hmm.
clearly. They see your shadow moving and possibly another shadow moving within there because we're talking almost 120 feet now, something like that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's pretty far now.
Yeah.
Okay. Just quick question. Where I'm standing, the torches are on the other side of the room.
Yep.
The doorway behind us, from where I am to over there, would that be like fairly dim, dark light?
From where you are to the other side where you came through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. The hallway is completely cloaked.
Okay. So as soon as that happens and it like does the bite by, I like take a step back and take my coat and just and do that.
Nice.
and I teleport.
If you would like a better representation of what the light is actually like in here,
Yeah.
it's slightly more like this. Did that come through? No, it didn't come through.
No.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
It's just impossible to see in.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I like the green
Okay.
effect. So
Yeah.
So I would teleport.
This is why
So
I have a
right here.
torch.
Yeah. You teleport down the hallway.
Which actually
Um,
would be to like right there.
Yeah.
And as soon as I get to the other side, like out of the darkness, I go, "I'm the knight," and I and I run through the door and I say, yeah, there's a giant snake over here. Either I could just wait here and it's probably gonna come down this way. By the way, yeah. Yeah, never mind. I was gonna do something, but Yeah. In any way, if you could get across, that would be greatly appreciated. So I'm not the only one dealing
Hey-
with this. But that's
hey,
okay.
Yeah,
Brady,
we
do you
were
know that-
working on that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just take your time. I mean,
Okay.
whatever you want to do. And I like. Oh,
Third one open
oh,
and the
you're
rest
kidding me.
closed.
I
I'm running through the gamut of 2 open, 1 closed, 2. Do any of those combinations stop the steam completely from the middle pipe? Because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more combinations I can do.
River, what do
Okay.
you think?
I want to talk to my little rat friend real quick.
Your rat friend is going.
Oh, okay. See, I was gonna ask him if he knew that snake.
I'm a gate rat. I should have stayed at the yay! And he guy just falls over and nibbles on the last piece of blanket.
By the way, I kind of want to hide around this corner, just at the ready in case the snake comes through.
Dude,
Just-
Sure.
Do you think you can handle it, or do you need a hand?
You know what? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll just get lucky. I'm just
said-
saying.
You said it
like,
was a snake, right?
yeah, not your usual like this big. I'm talking like
Oh, jumbo
if this
snake.
if this were about like 10 more times. Yeah, right around there.
But it's not like a robot snake or like a demon snake. It's just a snake.
Have you seen robot
Yes.
snakes?
Just a really big snake. I don't know why it
What's
has
a robot?
to be very specific
Okay,
to it.
okay. Construct thingies exist.
Map.
Yes.
While
Okay.
this is all happening,
Mm.
you're turning off, turning on, turning off, turning on, turning off, turning on. You
Yep, do the
turn
5 other
you-
combinations.
Yes, so you get to a point where you realize turning off 1 and 3 causes the same effect of having only steam coming out of the pipe at the end of the pipe. So you've eliminated the middle issue. Do you leave 2 on or off?
I mean, I'll try both, and whichever. If I can't get it
Neither-
completely
neither-
without.
Yeah,
If I
neither
can't
of
get it
them affects the pipe.
Oh, 2. Okay. Well.
Yeah, there is there is the 4th option of the one that is on the pipe.
Yeah.
Which I mean, you can just thaumaturgy if you really wanted to. But it's a cantrip.
That's true. I'll leave 2 open for
Okay.
now.
Also, I
Um,
would have communicated the situation with the door. There's a secret door that opened up when you turned that, and that sound happened. It's currently closed, but if you do it again, it'll be open for when we go down there.
Turn it
that's
to the
just something I
open
would've said.
door.
Yeah.
So we
There you
open
go.
the secret tunnel, and then we open / and or close the middle one with thaumaturgy.
I'll cast thaumaturgy on the middle one to switch
cast-
it to the other, whichever.
To on, because it was
guess-
initially off.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, it just
it
opens
was-
or closes.
It was off to begin with. You switched it to on. You've now switched it back to off. The steam stops emitting from the pipe.
Oh, okay, thank God. Go.
See, the
I need
real
more quarter
puzzle
staff back.
is that you only needed to flip one of them.
Oh
so.
my gosh.
Okay.
Nice.
Like once it stops, I'm gonna start trying to make my way across.
Okay. It again is a acrobatics check to make it across the pipe.
Hold on. I've done this before in real life. One, one
I was
person in
there.
front, one person in back. Hold on to both ends of the quarter staff, and someone also hold on to something else.
I've got another quarterstaff.
Oh, good. 2 quarter staffs. All of us holding on to
An end.
an end of them. 2 of us get to hold on to 2. The people at the ends get to hold on to 1. Hopefully that will help.
Okay.
What pipe are we walking across?
The middle one, and then we jump.
If all
And
4
then
of
we
you are
jump?
going to try to go at once with that fashion, with that idea of holding on to the quarterstaff together, I want you guys to in pairs give me acrobatics checks.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like to make a point of suggestion here. I can't jump. We're talking at least a 10-foot, maybe 15-foot jump. I ain't got nothing
You
that's
ever
gonna
tried
get me across.
tossing a dwarf?
I was gonna turn to Ulamog.
You do
Like,
you do
the
have
golden
I
a
am,
toss him.
but still, I'm like at
is
least
kinda far.
130, at least 130, 140.
Hold on to that thought. I got something. All right. So I'm currently
Just do
only
it quietly.
I'm only carrying 96 pounds of equipment.
Only
my
96
my
pounds.
carrying capacity as an orc with the powerful build feature allows me to carry up to 480 pounds. I am going to fireman carry Matthias over my shoulder, assuming he's about 200 pounds with all of his equipment. And I am
check.
going to make the checks holding on to
far?
I am carrying 113
How
pounds.
far from the end of the pipe to the platform?
It's 10 feet. It's not exactly
Okay.
10 feet. It's
Okay,
just
cool. If you have a strength
yeah.
better than 10
you just
or
do
10,
it.
you just do it.
Yeah, which I have a 16.
Cool.
Which is fine. You just need to make the check to run across the slime.
No,
covered pipe.
absolutely. But I'm
Mhm.
just so this I can do this. I'm putting him over my shoulder. 250
here.
pounds worth of
River.
weight. I still have weight to spare. That's just my carrying capacity. My push drag or lift is technically 960 pounds.
I love carrying capacity in Dungeons and Dragons.
It's wild.
I had a
I'm a
I had a
fit boy.
barbarian where I could carry 3 wagons on my shoulder. 3 wagons
Remember
without
when I
even
played the
waging.
Goliath and I picked up a wagon and threw it at a
Yeah.
guy? That was a good
Yep.
time.
Yep.
So how many checks do I have to make to carry
Props to
Matthias
Garrett for
across
CMing that.
It's just one
to get on?
acrobatics check
Okay.
to get on and move across.
There's no advantage, disadvantage, nothing like that.
No, just you.
Okay, cool.
If you
Just
fall, I fall.
well.
That's not a good smile.
That's it's a 7.
It's not a
If
good
he
roll.
falls, I fall.
That was with Bardic Inspiration.
And the fact of the matter is that you fall. So you get about halfway across the pipe, sloop, and right into the goop.
As soon as I
Oh,
see this, can I like confuse whatever's in the water and start splashing around on my side just so they
It's
don't
not bad.
bum
Sure.
rush them?
Yeah, sure.
I would also like to immediately, like, as I hit the water, I'm gonna grab my rope, cast rope trick, and hand it to Matthias, so he is put above the pipe, so he has a chance to grab it again.
I'm gonna start climbing into the extramental space.
Yeah.
Also,
okay.
while I'm splashing around, I kind of want to put my head under so I could actually like see what's under there.
Okay. Okay. So several things. One, when you fall, Ulamog immediately rope tricks to get Matthias out. Matthias climbs the rope.
That's good.
I'm not gonna have you make a check to land on the pipe. I think that it's magic, so you land on the pipe.
And he rolled that 20 before.
Yeah. And Ulamog is being attacked. What is your AC?
15.
15? Wow. So this works for everything then. Because you guys will see it at the same time that Spike does.
Ooh.
Spike puts his head in the water. This thing comes at you since you're just falling in. Comes up towards you, and you kind of move out of the way just enough accidentally, I believe, that it comes out, breaches, and grabs onto the pipe. And you all see
Nice.
Oh.
my beautiful sewer shark that breaches the water, grabs the pipe, but pierces the pipe with its teeth, shooting
Mm.
the steam back down onto and into it. Um, you still have speak with animals going, right?
I do.
Yes.
Okay. It lets go of the pipe. And it's kind of like birds. It goes, wait. Ah, 6 teeth, and splashes into the water and goes back down. At the same time,
My gosh.
Nice.
Nice.
Spike, you see it coming towards you
Mm-mm.
as you've stuck your head in, and deftly missing you as you pull it back out.
How many
Another
do I
sewer
s-
shark.
How many do I see underneath there?
You see one just because of how murky and cloudy and disgusting the water is.
Okay. Yeah. If it like goes by, can I like take a swing with my sword?
It's going to it's going to make an attack roll on you if you decide not to remove yourself from the water.
Hmm.
Also, just
Okay.
a point
I-
of
I'd rather keep my head. So yeah, I'll value avoiding the bite over
just a
the
note
swing.
to the group. My rope trip apparently lasts an hour.
Huh.
So the rope is just
So-
Very good.
there.
It's very
But
good.
obviously, Matthias gets up. I will stay in the water for a turn or whatever.
Please don't fall
How-
in.
Well, you can climb the rope also.
I'm not gonna climb.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm saying like point of order. Like Matthias gets up, sharks are now attacking, so I would not go up immediately, as to wait for Matthias, and so I'm just saying
Nah,
the rope
just
stays there.
Go.
Yeah.
How-
We're not gonna roll initiative.
Well, that's why I
We'll-
didn't know
We're
if that was
just going
happening.
to act in that order of Josh, Matthias, Jordan, and then Matt and Joey, and the sharks going in between.
So
Five.
where am I?
You're on top of the pipe.
How did I get on top of the pipe?
Rope trick.
You climbed up the rope and got on
Yeah.
top of the pipe because
Yeah.
the rope is directly next to the pipe. It runs to
Okay.
the ceiling. The ceiling is where
Gotcha.
the extra dimensional hole is, and the rope goes down right next to the pipe,
Mhm.
All right.
which is very nice, very very nice to have another
works
thing
out.
to hold on to. Oof.
That is my only other second spell slot. Second spell slot, though. Unfortunately. But
So
so
here's
what
the
is the
thing about kinematic equations. Because the pipe is off the ground, you don't really need 10 strength to go 10 feet. Because while falling the extra 5 feet that the pipe is off of the ground, you travel further.
Yeah.
obviously that's a good point. What is your strength, Josh?
My strength is 8, which is a -1.
Okay.
Yeah, that is
so
that's the situation I find myself in too.
okay, so theoretically, if me and Josh were able to get to the end of the pipe without getting hit by a shark, could I assist in his jump because of the height via pushing him forward?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I already thought you were gonna do.
Well, I was gonna throw him.
1-800 throw a dwarf.
But we didn't make it that far, so we're just gonna go with the push now.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, if I can get out of the water.
All right. I look at River and say, so we'll go with the quarterstaff thing because I don't
Yeah.
want us both to fall. Yeah.
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 That's a good call. I mean, worst case scenario, okay. Medium case scenario, I make these sharks my friend, or try to. Worst case
Yes.
scenario, I make a bunch of sharks to kill these sharks. So like, we're
I make a bunch of sharks.
sorry, I
Or-
summon from the nature, whatever I do.
Or I make one of the sharks kill the other shark. I could
Yeah.
just do that now.
Love the picture of this friendly exchange going on as Josh is like barely holding onto a rope as sharks are like going by and Ulamog is like thrashing around in the water and they're just like, huh, how do we get through this?
So-
I don't have anything to help that with. I'm,
So
what do I
Trevor,
look like? A support character?
am I able to get out of the water?
Yeah, but climbing the rope.
Okay, so I just
I
climb the rope,
think
get
you
onto
buy
the-
yourself enough time when he misses you. So
Okay, that's what I wanted to make sure. I didn't overstep and say like, "Oh no!" I immediately climbed out.
no.
Okay, so I get up, get
My-
on the pipe. I kind of lightly urge Matthias like, "We gotta go." And are we?
I
Um,
move.
Okay, so you guys move down the pipe. At the end, Ulamak throws you.
I am pushing in order to give him enough leverage because Matt's right. We are a few feet above the level on which we're trying to land, so
Mhm.
I just need to be able to push him an extra 5 feet to guarantee that he makes it onto the platform.
2
Yeah.
feet. Give him an extra 2 feet of boost.
Yeah, exactly.
Spike is just in there like
So-
this.
If I'm able to push him hard enough, I can make the jump myself. At least I should. Be
Oh
able to.
yeah, splitting the difference of your 16 strength and his 8 strength, something like that.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So
Yeah.
you run. Matthias first runs down the pipe. I think slips a touch, and Ulamak grabs you. Gets to the end and goes, "Use this!" and slides you on the slime and throws you. And you make it across, kind of tumbling into Spike, but not knocking either of you over. Ulamak follows suit,
4'9" Spike.
and then you two.
All right.
As that's happening, is one of the sharks like still visible, maybe with their fin above the water?
Yeah, this one probably not because it was under when he saw it. This one, yeah.
Okay, yeah, but the one that came up and lost 6 teeth or whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll cast Enemies Abound. I think. Yeah, Barshun closes his eyes, moves his hand in a particular pattern, and then reaches out with one hand towards the water where the fin is protruding from. And I think a bit of visually you would see kind of a black and red smoke waft out of his hand. And the shark can make a DC 15 intelligence saving throw.
Nice.
Assuming a shark has intelligence.
Yeah, he's apparently really freaking smart.
God,
no.
Gosh
Is
dang
he
it.
really?
Yo, they have a 1 intelligence,
Yeah.
Wow.
but I rolled a nat 20.
Oh my gosh.
Also,
No,
side note, I
don't
think the
even
sharks are
know.
inconsequential at this moment.
Oh my gosh, that looked rad. Okay, we should be good to go.
Okay, no, hold
Here,
up,
come on.
hold up. I did that wrong. Let me just give me one more second. One more second.
Okay.
I cast it again because I think you see like the smoke go out and then it just sort of bloops like in an
Mhm.
ugly way.
I
So I
think-
try it again.
The shark breaches the water, and he has glasses on, and he's holding a book open that he looks at River, and he's like, am I missing something? Oh, and he eats the book, he takes glasses off, and he eats the glasses as you cast this again on him. And he goes to save. I rolled a nat 1 with the same dice. What are the chances? And he goes from, "Oh, beg my pardon, were you boys trying?" Yes! And with a bloodlust.
The target loses the ability to distinguish friend from foe regarding all creatures it can see as enemies. For up to a minute.
Oh, cool.
So I'm chumming the waters.
Yeah. So the other shark begins to return, and Joey, you can
I
hear
still
like this
understand him.
gurgled like, "Venom!" and then you hear, "God, monster!" as this one breaches the water, shouts "Free Willy" and lands on top of him, and they begin to commence battle underneath
Wow.
the water. The water is like moving and churning, and there's blood and screams that only Spike and River can hear.
Okay.
Okay,
Go-
now we go.
Now
So
you
we'll-
go.
We'll use the quarterstaff to get
Mhm.
across, helping each other, and then jump at the end. in a
Yeah.
similar way.
Bashoon, what did you do?
It was rad. It's really, really
I
cool.
took care of things that were actual threats instead of just stepping on rats.
As we come over here, do we see? Is the snake slithering? What's the snake doing? Speaking of actual threats,
Mm-hmm. There is no snake. What are you talking about? There
Oh,
is
no.
no snake in these.
There is no snake in Ba Sing Se.
Okay, before we continue, I know take as long of a breather as you need.
Good.
This is- There's a tripwire right here, so just
Oh.
be wary of it. Bashoon, you opened the door on the other end?
Yes.
Or yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There might be a snake, there might not be a snake. I really hope that it decided to run away, being as it didn't chase after me. Just be prepared coming through this section for the bigger snake.
Okay.
And I run through there, hopping over the tripwire.
I'll follow.
I apparently didn't put a floor in last time.
I will also follow.
And
Sword,
I'll come up to the
sword
rear.
drawn right now.
You guys go in, you jump over the tripwire, and from the rattling of the pipes, you hear, "You are now within the 1% of survivors. You pat yourself on your backs while you still have hands. Don't pat too hard, because Stella likes her meat tender. Stella! Stella?
Wait, don't you tenderize things when you...
Stella. Where's the rats? Where's the hold on. And his voice disappears off into echoes.
Huh.
Upon entering this room, there is a corridor to your left that is now open.
Okay.
Hey,
Where you can definitely see the floor is marked and marred where the wall has moved. And the door is open, and there's a passageway that goes that way. There's also a passageway
Got it.
to the front.
oh, that's cool
Okay.
as heck. Is
Mhm.
there still sort of like slimy residue on the ground?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Are there any like marks for where the snake might have gone in the slimy residue?
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. So give me.
I think that would be survival to like track.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very
Yes.
much tracking.
Do you
Yeah.
want some help with that?
I elbow Ulamak, I think,
Oh yeah, I'm good.
because
at
I
that.
think story-wise, that's the person I would go to. Even if mechanically wise, you also may be good at it. You also are probably good at it, Joe. But
He's a
the
good
literal
What's
ranger.
your survival, Joe?
7.
Oh dang, mine's a +5.
But I think I elbow Ulamak and point to the
I
the
think-
tracks and say, "You know
hold
where this
on.
went?"
I think it kind of goes down like Barshoon's like, if only we had a tracker. And River's like, and Ulamog goes, and pushes away to the front. I want you both to give me checks.
Okay. Oh, do I? No, I'll just straight up. Oh, that's a 16. Did you also do a? No, sorry.
What'd you get?
An 8.
You got an 8. So Ulamog goes, yeah. Something big's been through here, possibly a really large rat. And then he goes, and then he like does the
What?
Aragorn. He gets down and he's like, 2 ratlings laid here, and they moved. And I think River, you just tap him on the shoulder and you go, it went that way. As you see a very very cohesive slime covered trail going down the secret passage that opened up.
Snakes are not my expertise.
Not my
okay.
favorite enemy.
But
There.
bears are.
Yes,
Not
actually.
again.
They have a unique dialect. It takes a while to pick it up. I get it.
Beasts are my favorite enemy, by the way.
Oh.
And my favorite
Oh.
terrain is forest and mountain. I am very out of my element.
With the terrain of sewer.
Yes.
Yeah. Do we? So
Dungeon
wanna-
terrain.
check in with Stella, or just bounce? I mean, there could be like something cool
I mean, the
I-
secret room was closed for a reason, probably
Yeah.
because there's cool secrets inside.
Or
That's
Yeah.
because there
ridiculous.
was a snake inside. One of the two.
Mm.
if we're gonna
Spike
be
knows the
here,
snake came out the other side. There is a dark pipe that seems to be kind of clogged by things on the other side of this room.
And that's where the
So he
snake came out of.
definitely knows that's where it came out of. But if you want to crawl in there, be my guest.
I
I'm
turn the
actually-
pipe.
If
Oh.
does Spike point that out to us so that we know that's where she came from?
right now he's like looking everywhere for the snake. So I don't think he's really
It's-
communicating right now.
So
It was right here, and its name
Oh,
is
actually-
Stella.
Does Barshoon know, and does Barshoon point it
And-
out?
Well, I asked you about that. I'm just gonna point at you again and say, and message you. Look at your brothers and let them help you. You thick-skulled
Fish.
dummy.
Oh.
Fish don't have
Whoa.
skulls. God.
No, they
I
have
think they maybe do. I don't
they
know.
have scales.
Yeah,
Yeah,
have
no
that
skulls
They have
exoskeleton
skeletons.
scales, as we all know.
Oh my gosh.
Inside, they're just goop.
Spike,
Huh?
let your brothers help you. It went
Um,
that way.
Which way?
The
I
snake's
don't
over
know where
there.
you're pointing. No,
No,
like out of character. I don't know which
Oh.
way you're.
Left. The
Secret
way
door.
you're
Okay.
facing. Over. Here.
We facing this thing head on. I'm down to kill it. You're with me now,
I mean,
or
I'm
we
just,
can continue forward. The door's open, so why not?
I'm just gonna go talk to it, check in.
I cast, or you're gonna talk to it, like
The
at
snake.
the hole where it came
Stella.
from.
Yeah.
Not the hole where it came from. The hole where it came from is across from the secret door.
And it went to this secret door.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is now in the secret chamber.
Doors,
Chamber of secrets.
I was
as it
very
were.
What are
confused
they?
as to which entryway we were talking about.
entrance ways into the paths of our destiny.
There's one
Yeah.
secret door. That's where it went. to.
Josh is tired. Speaking
That is an
essentially.
I think. Did Josh hit like a bowl when we weren't looking? You just take a rip, like.
I know he ate. Were those Milanos that you opened up earlier? Because they were in like a Pepperidge Farm looking container, or it was just a big old bag of goldfish.
Those goldfish.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
you're going,
River.
No, I'm gonna be respectful. I'm gonna stand at the end of the hallway and be like, in Snake, of course. Oi,
Demon
Stella!
Snake.
You doing all right?
How
More
do I?
snakes in our GM's world.
This
all
was
have
a rare one.
I don't like that you made them Australian just immediately.
How do I slightly
She crawls
understand?
around the Sahara.
Yeah, you're
How do I
getting like.
Really
slightly
nice and thin.
understand that? I'm getting like one or two words that he's actually saying.
He talks like you.
we can get. We can challenge. Yeah, we can challenge it a bit. Ella, Stella, how you doing there? Right?
You sound ridiculous.
Yeah, you sound.
No, you hear me going like.
Ah!
And the party hears back just a low, like echo out of the room. But it says, "Yes, hello. I'm very lost."
Sorry for doing the voice before. I thought I must different
Y-
snakes. different
Yes, it
places,
was very, very racist of you.
different- I'm sorry. So
See,
Stella.
I'm supposed to eat you. I'm a snake in a large,
Sure.
scary sewer system, and but I've never been down here before, and I'm stuck.
Sure. I can help. I can help get you out of here. Where are you from?
The sewer system. I was flushed out here as a child.
So you're from here, just not here.
Sure.
I. Okay, is that a Trevor Shore or a Stella Shore?
Well, hmm, yes.
I
Are
can I
you
roll
coming
insight on this
down
snake?
the big scary hallway or not?
I want to roll an insight check on this snake.
Okay, go
to see if
ahead.
she's being truthful or not. Let's see.
Insight.
17.
Um.
Sorry, 17.
um. Yeah. There's something a little fishy about the snake.
Okay.
Fishier than the
All
sharks.
right. So, I
Mm.
mean, this is extremely unexpected, but the snake's lying to
How out of character.
us. So, I'm good. So Stella, is there any are there any traps in this hallway that we should be expecting? I want to just try to read her response there.
Not that I saw. There are some snacks in here, apparently.
Ooh, nice. I'll do another insight on. So 21. About the traps.
Oh, yeah, not. I would say that sounded correct.
Okay,
I guess if you're trying to read snake, I don't really know what to tell you,
sure.
but
Okay, so she's definitely gonna try to eat us. I mean, she's like 6.
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah, to the party. Yeah, so she's gonna try to eat us. I feel like, oh man.
I think that's
So
it then.
I don't know if there's another way out
Kinda-
of here. I think we have to assume there isn't.
I mean, I point
I mean,
to the
there's-
other hallway. Going.
Oh no,
straight
no,
forward.
like once we
Oh.
get to the end and find who's
Got
down
it.
here, we'll have to backtrack. And
Mhm.
I don't want to backtrack past something that we know is a threat and know
Yeah.
can go and hide someplace.
Yeah.
So I think we take care of her now. I can
Yeah.
try to blind her.
I mean, I can try to be your friend.
What if
or-
we got a really
joke's
big
on you.
room?
Snakes are blind.
Just-
She, you hear well, River hears like a like a almost threatening, like I guess everybody hears that, like a threatening hiss, and River hears, I thought you were a snack, and then you hear it crashing into something, and you hear an almost like a hiss that's kind of like pain, and you hear it thrashing around, and you hear that again and again, until it all kind of goes quiet.
Well, I think the snake's dead. I think there's something worse in there. I feel like we can still deal with it. We're all here. None of us have gotten hurt. I've burned most of my spell slots on talking to animals, but other than that, we're pretty well prepped.
Sounds great.
I'm beyond. I mean, I'll check the hallway again if you want.
Yeah, you check for traps.
I grab.
Albert, you go check. Please don't get eaten.
Guys,
love
I've
you.
just gotten lucky on my check for traps rolls. I'm not good at it. But I've gotten lucky, but here we go again.
Yep.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
grab-
send Albert down to scout out the room real quick. 'cause he
A
has dark vision and I
investigation
don't.
check.
Yep, investigation check for traps.
That seems more like it.
All right. Just a sec.
Ulamok grabs his axe and his Yukla off his back straps, and he's just like, "All right."
Sorry. Trevor, did you get my
And
message?
he kind of just gets ready in the doorway, like ready to charge in.
Not the one from like way before, but just a little bit ago.
Did you get my message?
There's an alligator. in
Like
the
for right
elevator.
now.
Did you get it?
Okay.
Josh.
Believe what I see.
Yeah. I think with your keen senses that you do have, and your trickery and your slippery trickery,
Slippery trickery.
yeah, these floor panels do seem to edge up like the other ones did, but almost in a sporadic fashion, not checkered out.
I just realized I was trying to talk before and I was muted.
Oh,
Lol. Okay.
Um,
Floor seems to be similar to the other stuff. So who wants to go first this time? Did it work? It worked well. Spike going first. So here's the quarterstaff. Go ahead and check again. If you can see and look, you've got it's like a 2 4 1 7 2 2, and then the far left side. You got that?
What
Good.
the
Go
heck?
for it.
I mean, while you're doing this, I took my battle axe and my Yekla, and I'm like standing ready at the door where the snake was. I'm like ready to charge in. You guys are off.
Okay. I trek the hallway as instructed.
You move up to the first position he told you, and you whack the floor panel and put pressure on it, and nothing happens.
I could have
Nice.
sworn that was the. I'd be careful with the next one though,
Really?
because this looked complicated.
Thank you.
Spike's a smart guy. I don't know what you're alluding to.
I whack at the other one, just to make sure.
Nothing
Nothing?
happens.
Okay, I start going down the hallway, just whack. Back and forth.
I think I
aggressive
like turn
blind
around
man.
and cringe.
Yeah, nothing happens. Matt's keen sensitives have failed you this time.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Albert is just trying to dodge your mad swings.
Yeah.
So
Okay, I
Albert
think
gets
we've
to
gotten
the
extremely lucky this time.
why do I not have Albert set to fly? Whee!
Oh. Yeah, he's just going
Fly.
as far as he can so he can get an idea of what's in there.
Okay,
Set
so he gets
Albert's to
Hold
fly.
on.
he
Sorry.
gets down there. There are like 2 floating corpses. So there's like almost like a cistern here. There's
Okay.
2 floating corpses. There's 1 corpse. Oh, there's 3 floating corpses. I'm sorry. 2 on the left side, 1 in the center. And then there is the corpse or carcass of the giant snake.
What?
And there are several
It's fair.
destroyed and distraught looking blades kind of shoved into its body, and in its mouth is one of what looks like one of the corpses that were floating on the other side.
So the snake's dead. And I think there's zombies in there. Some dead guys in a pool. I think they killed the snake. Maybe they're dead too. Maybe. Okay, either the snake and the guy killed each other, or the corpses are undead. and
Can you
killed the
give me
snake?
an investigation check for
Sure.
Albert? Does that work?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Let's see. I think he has. It's
He
just-
should have his own
it's
stat
sight,
block.
right?
Yeah.
So he.
Well,
should
also
have-
if you're
I'm listening, by the
seeing
way.
through him, you would just make it through your stats.
No, I believe it goes through. I don't.
It's the it's like the perception of the bird, but if you're thinking, what does this mean? It's your mind.
Okay.
So it'd be his perception, your investigation, essentially.
Okay. That's good because Albert has a -4 intelligence.
Oh god.
He's cute, but he's not smart.
Yeah, like they're
Oh,
wise, so they
but
have good perception.
He
But
does.
the-
Oh, right. Yeah, he has advantage on perception checks, but not investigation. checks.
Investigation.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'll just do an investigation for myself, which I am also not super smart. But I rolled a nat 20 -1.
Wow.
Sherlock Owl
Well
over
done.
here.
Sherlock.
Sherlock. Oh, how owls. Sherlock Owls.
Owl.
No. Sherlock Holmes.
That's good.
I think Sherlock Holmes
Yeah.
is the best you can get out of that.
Yeah. Flight, feather, nothing else. Nope. Sherlock Holmes.
There you go.
I
Except
did
for
it.
they don't fly in flocks.
Flock of owls. Yeah, I think an owl is.
Hey man,
They're a pretty
collection of
solitary
owls.
bird.
that's the thing. You don't see a flock of owls twice, because when you do, you don't make it out.
This
You
isn't
get
the
put
court
on
of
the
owls
next
from Batman.
However, going along with the theme, a group of owls is called a parliament. So Pretty
Ooh.
That's why the court of owls was a thing.
it would be a parliament of owls.
Oh, so it'd be Sherlock
Something.
Holmes, Parliament of Owls.
I sent it to you, Joey.
Oh, okay.
Sherlock Holmes,
Okay.
senior member of the parliament.
Parliament of
Jeez.
Yowls.
What?
Jowls.
Okay, I was like, okay, this makes sense. This makes sense. Took a real turn at the end. Okay, yeah, so it's definitely zombies. But also there's a dead guy. Real messed up. Don't look if you just ate. And like someone wrote into him the number 7861.
Cool.
7861.
Great.
Seven like snake. 8 6. Maybe they're keeping account of how many people the owls. Sorry, the snake ate.
7,861.
No. 7 as in like 7, like the snake. 8 61.
What if it's the last 4 digits of his phone number?
That's a good try. Okay, take
Social security number.
try send him a quick message. Send him a quick SMS.
Mikhail sending.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
no, I'll
disguise
cast
self.
message.
No.
I'll cast message to 7861.
Yeah.
No,
Sending
ca-
message spell.
Come on
That's
and
that's
zoom.
cast-
Come on and zoom.
Cast disguise self and steal his identity via his last 4 of social security.
Ooh, that's good.
Or maybe it's a combination to a lock somewhere, like
That might make more sense.
the next room.
Do you
Nah.
wanna-
No, it's a
There's-
social
there's-
security.
was
You're all
it
idiots.
just zombies in there?
Let's just
I
go to the
know,
next
tragic.
room.
Hey, I think that's a lovely idea.
Leaving?
I'm
Going
leaving.
to the
Yeah,
other
see-
room.
Y'all going this way.
Seems like the
I-
zombies are just kind of perpetually drowning in there. I don't think there'll be a big issue.
I look up at Ulamog, still ready and prepared for battle, and say, maybe next room. Sorry.
God damn it. Alright.
Wait, which one?
I have no idea.
Which god are you calling to condemn this room?
Nobody. As I grab my wrist and just hide it.
I want to check for traps again
Oh,
as we
wait.
do another
Get us
hallway.
out of here. Get us out of here.
Hasty decisions need to die.
Okay, so you're
with
moving into the
consequences.
next room, right?
We want to check for traps before we.
Oh,
peruse
go ahead.
Another
Yeah.
hallway.
Make the roll.
8.
That's not a great roll,
That's not a great roll.
but there is nothing visible going through this hallway into the next, and you see light coming from the doorway.
I still have the staff, so I keep walking through the hallway like this.
Whack, whack,
Just
whack.
in case.
I am so glad we used Pass Without Trace.
Yeah, so
What
much for my
was-
second level spell slot, right?
What was the number on the corpse, by the way?
8761.
7861.
Yep, that's what
Seven,
I
eight,
said.
6, 1. You guys should be in what's it called? Oh, wait, I left.
Exploration.
What do you guys see right now?
mode.
Just
I
some pipes
see
floating in the air.
myself.
Cool.
A doorway and some pipes.
I
do
see
you see
myself not being able to move.
Now I see.
Whoa! It's Santa's workshop in the sewer.
It's Sherlock Gnome.
Inside this mock royal court,
Oh,
you
God.
find a balding halfling sitting in the darkest of the corner amongst a throne that he built out of filth and refuse, and he's kind of giggling. He's like, and these rats are like running up his arms and running around him, and he's like, welcome, welcome, yes, to my kingdom. You must be the bravest and most powerful warriors to ever step foot anywhere near my sewers. My pets told me you were coming. I
Was that the rats, the sharks, or the snake?
Matthias, please. We
Oh,
are in the presence
I-
of royalty.
I
We
am
are
the
honored.
Can I say just my name before you cut
please.
me off? I am the halfling rat king of these fine sewers.
Did you see that? He rhymed. He did it with his. He did it with his name.
It's upon the kingdom, you scum. Look at it
There,
in all its
there are
glory.
couple pirates that do something like that.
The
when he
Rat
says look
King
on it,
is
I'm gonna
sitting on feces.
Bum,
look, I'm
bum.
gonna
I
look
am
for the triangle.
going to turn to
That's you guys.
every single one of you and give you an absolute stank face. Like, please shut up. Please let me take this.
Yes.
I give the motion of like,
Oh. Well, we are honored as adventurers to be in your kingdom, Rat King, Lord of this realm. We come with but a single request, that our travails and all that we have conquered to be in your glowing presence would be rewarded with but a single item. A broken triangle.
As you kind of approach his mock thronery, you see the shaft of light coming down, and on his pile of refuge and filth, you see the triangle. To the left of it is a big pile of bananas and peels specifically, and to the right of it is like this axe with like a face carved into it. And he goes, yeah, you come all this way to beg of me, the greatest king in all of the sewer. I guess some are less fortunate than I.
If that is possible.
That was an in-game drink. He drank out of something.
Good to know. How dark is the room, and how tough does he actually look?
He doesn't look that tough. He does have an army of giant rats just kind of chilling in this room with him, though.
How dark is the room?
I wouldn't say it's that dark. There's more torches in this room than there were in the other ones.
Okay.
It's dark. It's dimly lit.
Okay. Not dark enough like the other rooms where I could stealth around. And
No.
Okay. That's what I thought. All right.
Oh, yes. King of these sewers, the greatest king that I have laid eyes on of these sewers. Our request is but a humble one, that for our travails and the things we have overcome, you would honor us with but a single gift of your massive treasury. Can I roll a persuasion on what I'm doing?
Please do. Yes.
As he's rolling that, I'm still. Wait, how long does detect that? I think it's been more than 10 minutes. I think my.
I
detect
rolled a
magic-
26 to persuade him
Oh
to
my
give us the
God.
triangle of power.
Wow.
He goes, you do make a fine point. But there is an issue of the court here. Whose bones will fill the bone pile? And he gestures to the other side of the room, and there's a pile of bones. This is the law of equivalent exchange. Those who enter my kingdom enter my bone pile.
Question to the DM. Can I assume because of the time resetting, if we were just to take the thing now, one of us dies, we go to sleep? Do we have to do all of this again, or would I assume that, like, is this like an actual death, or can this be reset? Is this a death that can be reset, but without losing the item?
I'm giving you absolutely no answer to that.
Mhm.
I can't
Yeah.
do a
None of
check
us
or
have
anything on
died.
that.
What if it
That is
doesn't
far
happen?
too much game knowledge.
Like, what if we've never killed someone and then they walked up to us the next day.
You also really haven't killed anyone.
Mikey,
I-
if you would,
Also, good
Hold
point
on,
on the
hold on.
triangle thing.
I'm talking to your tiefling.
if
I
you would
like-
allow me, your servant, to sing you a song that my people have written about bone piles and their grandeur, and sometimes, well, let me play. And I play a song and I make up lyrics about how sometimes bone piles are so wonderful in their own that they reach a point where adding more to it doesn't actually add more to the quality of the palace decoration. And so while I'm doing that, it takes it's a short song. It's like a minute long.
Yeah, it takes away from the beauty of it. Like, what do you really
Yeah, when
gain?
there's a point where if you add more to a
Yeah.
piece, it
It's
takes
like art.
away from it as a whole.
Yeah,
Less is more, you know?
yeah,
Mm.
for sure.
And so
Minimalist.
him and 3 of the rats can make a wisdom 15 saving throw.
That's good. That's actually perfect, Matthew. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. That plays into my next scheme if needed.
If they fail, they're charmed by me.
Okay. 2 of the rats fail. I'll let you pick which 2.
Gosh. Okay, well,
Closest
2
to
of them
us.
fail.
One's closest to us. Please.
Do we see them? Yeah, the 2 of the ones closest to us.
On the left or right?
2 close ones. Doesn't really matter.
Oh.
Left.
It'll matter eventually.
Okay, so this one and this one we'll say.
Sure.
Okay, then
Actually, which ones are between us and the golden triangle?
this one, this one, this one.
Okay, so 2 of those
Okay.
guys.
Though I'll do the one directly in front of you.
Okay, cool.
I'll paint his base yellow.
Oh, that's
Then-
cool.
Nice.
Isn't that cool?
Indicator.
Now that he is
Ooh.
charmed by my enthralling performance, I'll check that off. And the robe that I'm wearing sparkles with a kind of something reminiscent of Fey magic. As you all see, my appearance seems to change and just get more glorious and attractive and remarkably fantastic.
You're all attracted to your brother now.
Barshun looks amazing, and I get down on one knee and say to the rat in front of me, Fitch, pointing at the golden triangle. I'm casting command on it, which I can do once per turn without expending a spell slot, as that is my mantle of majesty, which has just
cool.
appeared. So yeah, I command the rat to fetch
Did it
the
do anything-
triangle.
Did it work on Sherlock Gnome or no? Sorry,
No.
Rat King. Okay.
Well,
No.
he wasn't charmed by my enthralling performance, which is fine.
Okay.
But one of the rats was, and I can now command it
Mm.
for free for a minute.
That's fantastic.
Mm.
Okay, so you command the one directly in front of you, and
Oh, this
it
plays in
runs.
great.
It runs back this way.
Mm-hmm.
And as it gets there, it looks back at you, and it kind of points at the bananas. And then it points at like, and it picks up in its mouth, and he goes, "The heck are you doing, Steven? Why are you?" And he gets up
Give.
off of like his dirt throne. It runs back to you, and it gives to you, and he goes, "No, hold on!
Now we
I don't-
bounce.
I don't have many tricks left besides this one." And he like whacks the wall. And there's a lever on it, and when he does, a door falls behind you,
Frick.
closing that chamber. You do, however, have the triangle.
And
So there is some good news there.
I have a follow-up.
Oh yes, please.
I am going to step forward. And
I can't speak with
say,
animals.
friends.
Oh wait, hold on.
Oh,
Hold
okay.
on. Hold on.
Mm.
Boom. Look at that. You see the door now. There you go. I made
Oh,
that
nice. That's
specifically
good.
for
Nice.
this. Look at, isn't that nice? Okay, we're out of here.
I step forward, and say to the rats, friends, rats, country rats.
Uh-huh.
We are here today at the crossroads of infamy. Your old ruler, the old Rat King. I'm saying all this in rat. I don't know if the Rat King can speak rat or not.
Dear you.
Okay, I assumed, but I
Yeah,
didn't want
he
to
only
assume.
speaks rat. You
Oh,
kidding
okay,
me?
got it.
Except for when he was speaking in common.
We stand at a crossroads. The old, feeble Rat King, or the new one. I call upon the Council of Rats to make their decision. And as I say so, I also cast Conjure Animals and conjure 8 rats, which will now, if I understand the politics of this community, will be voting for the new Rat King.
Along with the 2 I have charmed,
Yes.
making
So
a
what-
majority.
Yep. I don't know if it's quite a majority. Let's see.
It's actually even 50-50 split.
then okay, I don't want to hear it. We'll
But
see what happens.
what's the
first.
hierarchy of regular rats and giant rats? You know what I'm saying? Are
That's
giant rats
that's a good
bigger
question.
or
We're gonna start off
lesser
with
on the totem
the
pole?
50-50 split because I may have misunderstood the way that politics work in this community.
Oh,
I
wait.
say we have a duel
May-
between rat kings.
May
Add a-
have
add a-
I
misunderstood.
mean, I have
Oh,
another.
I'm sorry. I lied. There's 2 more on their side for the vote.
Oh, okay. Well, I have. Oh,
well, what if
dang
they
it, I
just
wish it was
decide
that.
on their own accord?
I was
you
gonna
know?
turn into a rat and vote for you.
That's the one
Jesus.
short.
I
What
do
if-
still have animal friendship that I can cast on a couple of them.
What if I have been called a metaphorical rat? Does that
That
count?
that might be something. But again,
The
He summons 8 rats.
Steven the rat walks back over to the trash pile and picks up a ballot box and brings it over and
No,
places it in the middle of the
no,
room. And all the rats kind
no.
of shrug and start walking towards the ballot box. And he goes, "It doesn't. God, rats. Why'd I choose rats?" And he gets up from his throne.
They're so
And,
committed
and
to the ideals of
he takes off
democracy.
his Burger King crown and he throws it on the throne. And he goes, "It doesn't matter. None of you are leaving. I'm not leaving. And the slime is coming." And he walks over to the bone pile and he just lays on his back on the bone pile. And when he does, there's a very loud as
It's in a square shape.
oh, no.
shabloink, a
Oh.
slime falls from the ceiling.
Oh snap!
Not even.
And then
Damn.
about 10 seconds later, shabloink, another slime falls from the ceiling.
Mm.
About 10 seconds later, shabloink,
We only see
another
1.
slime falls from the ceiling.
I'm not seeing 2 and 3.
Oh, you can't see them? Oh, because
We
I
see
didn't hit the
one.
button. Ha, there they are.
I don't see them either.
Still only
I
see
don't
1.
see 'em.
Why
I
not?
see one in the bottom right corner.
How about now?
No,
How about now?
No,
no.
no.
Why?
You could clone the one we can see.
No, I hid this one instead. Wait, how do you clone?
I don't know.
That's legitimately not how this works.
Okay.
First, you have to take egg from one of the slimes.
Oh, there we
Hey,
go.
there's 2.
Now we can see it.
Oh, maybe they're in the invisible zone. That might be why.
Aha!
Let me make sure all visibility is on.
Whoa!
That took away
You-
everything.
Looks like you turned it on.
Oh, there we go.
Filling
Actually,
the
I
blank
can just
space.
do this. There we go. Can you see anything now?
No,
Really?
I can see everything.
I see 3 slimes.
I see
It
5
should
slimes.
be 5 slimes.
I see 3.
There are 5.
Okay.
And now there's a 6th one.
Ah,
Oh,
I
now,
see 6.
yep.
now.
Now I see 6.
Now there's a 7th one.
Oh,
I don't see 7.
nothing.
Now there's an 8th one.
I don't see 8.
No.
There we
Vote
go.
for
I
us
see
to
'em.
be moving. I vote for us to leave.
I mean, the
There,
door
the
is
door
closed.
is
ASAP.
closed.
Yeah, so it's been 80
Close.
seconds, 90 seconds, 100 seconds.
Yep.
Are we allowed to have
I've-
things?
I
okay,
go to
okay.
break through the door.
Every
we-
10 seconds. I'm just putting a bunch down now because I'm not going to continue to put them down.
Yes.
But every
Okay.
10 seconds, another slime falls. They almost seem docile
Mm.
until they start to collide with each other and
Oh.
they goop together.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
And I think
Go to the lever.
who
I would say
looks
I can-
who looks up? Anybody look up?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Sure.
probably.
The ceiling is a gelatinous cube, and it's
Oh
just
my
dropping
ceiling?
itself down.
The
As it's
whole
dropping piece-
ceiling?
After piece. Yep.
So as soon as I see that, I'm going to use my. Oh, I have a thing. Oh, my
that's
aggressive.
interesting.
I
Never
can
seen
use a
that
bonus
before.
action to move my speed towards an object, of an enemy that I chose that I can see or hear. So essentially, I can move quicker. I think is how that's supposed to work. But regardless, I'm gonna move my full movement speed towards the lever as quickly as possible.
Okay. So you run to the lever. I'm going to allow you to just pass through the rats
Yeah, as the slimes
since
come
they are all in the middle of a political process and don't really want to fight. You get to
Okay.
the lever, you pull the lever, and then 2 sections of the wall open to reveal on the left side and right side there are 2 scales hanging on the wall. So essentially, if this is the doorway, this part of the wall and this part of the wall slide away. There's a scale here and a scale here. The scale on the left is behind I guess like mesh of wire. You can see through it, but you can't reach to it. And it has several weights on it, and it's hanging just slightly below like the halfway mark. The scale on the right has no weight on it, but can be accessed.
What do you mean can't be accessed?
Can be
Can.
accessed.
Oh,
but can
okay.
be. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I grab. Can I see that? Like, look back and see that.
I would say everybody by the door sees it first.
I'd like
Whoa!
to.
Ulamog, get some gold. Like several handfuls.
I grab as many bananas as I can because I think that's easier to carry.
Bananas aren't heavy.
They add
There's
up.
metal.
Hey Trevor, can I just push down?
I said
the other
Ulamog,
one
grab
so
some
we
gold.
can-
Ulamog grabbed bananas.
Ulamog comes back with bananas. Well, go ahead, Spike. Would you like to push on it?
Can I just push down on the one with no weight so it matches the look of the other one?
Sure. You place weight upon it. The center of the door slides away. And shows 4 rolling dials.
they-
All set
Good.
to
I wanna
0
go
at the
talk
second.
to Cynthia
Oh,
or
what
Wow.
was the number for the
7861.
8, 4, 6, 7.
786.
7861?
7864.
Yep.
6-1.
1, 2,
7861.
9.
From where the scale is, you cannot reach the door.
Mm.
Okay, someone put 7861.
Are we sure it's
slopping
7861?
and slopping of slime around you hitting the ground as it begins to form almost a sheet at your feet.
Oh.
Is it 7861?
It's 7861, yeah.
I love this.
Um,
Foley.
The door rattles and shakes, the portcullis rattles and shakes, and begins to lift up out of the
I
doorway.
crawl under it.
ahead, yeah.
Everyone go! Everyone go!
Rats, come
I
on!
drop my bananas and I
No.
keep running.
When
Um,
when is everyone through?
I
Wha-
grab some coins and put them in your hand, Spike, and
Wow,
then
you're
run
too
through.
smart. And then Spike pockets them.
Mhm.
Is everyone through?
Everyone is
Are the
through.
rats following?
Yeah, the
Hold
rats
on.
have finished their political discourse. Noticing what's going on around them, they shake hands and they begin to leave the room
Okay.
as the king cackles on his pile of bones.
All right.
I do pocket them, and I pull my finger away.
The second you do, the portcullis falls back down.
I teleport to the other side.
Nice.
I have Misty Step,
There
so
you
I
go.
cast Misty Step.
Okay.
And I start running. As I run, I kind of want to like run at an angle, and use gust of wind to keep a straight line of wind behind us, keeping everything that may want to run after us pushed back the other
Ooh.
distance.
Oh, those poor rats.
No, the rats are making it. I will scoop them up in my arms if I must.
I won't stop
All
them
the
from like
giant
crawling on top
rats.
of me.
as
thought
you
it was the
begin
new
to
rat king.
move through the other halls and other rooms, you notice there is slime starting to pour from these ceilings as well.
Ooh.
You jump over the tripwire that nobody cut for whatever reason, but just left there, and you're back in the shark room. As you see one shark carcass floating on the top of the water, and another kind of still swimming around in the goop. How do you plan to leave this room?
Exactly. Exactly.
Rat bridge? No, I
I
don't
don't know
think
if that's how that
physically
works.
possible.
I have a question, Trevor. So this is Steam, right?
There is no
Wait.
Steam currently now.
Wait,
Shut up.
wait. How far is it? It's 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I summon Flame Bow guy. My flame guy that I don't use
Benjamin?
enough to remember his
Benjamin.
name. I summon
Oh
Benjamin.
yeah.
And 15-foot teleport, 15-foot teleport, 15-foot teleport.
Why didn't you do that in the first place?
I do not know.
That would
So
have
that you would have it
saved
for the
2
escape.
hours of our time.
Yeah,
Respectable.
basically. Yeah. And he continues to do that for all of the rats as we keep going.
Amazing.
Trevor, I
No,
would
just put the
keep-
rats on me, and I'll carry the rats as
Oh,
we
that's much smarter.
They are
The
No, you
rats are
giant
nimble enough to
rats.
climb up the wall
I
and
can
onto
carry
the high pipe.
500 pounds, Josh.
No, when you
Yeah, they're
teleport,
also
the rats
giant
are
physically
rats.
behind.
They
can't
do their
eat
best.
8 giant rats on your 2 shoulders. You're a medium dude.
Well, no, the 8 that he called, he can
You have,
unsummon.
like,
I'm
10
saving the real one.
straps.
They are necessary for the democratic process.
It's amazing. You make it across back onto the rusty pipe. You run back out, niftily and nimbly avoiding the traps that you know are there. Make it to the what's it called? To the
Ladder.
ladder and begin to climb out, as there is now a thick layer of slime just covering, growing to cover the bottom of this room. You emerge, and it is now noon, and you know that the Rat King has been devoured by the slime, and it has covered that room fully. In your hands is the piece to the thing.
So no.
Okay.
Sundial. I wanted to say hourglass. Every time I want to say hourglass. You guys have solved the sewer puzzle.
Wow.
All hail the new
I'm
Rat King.
honestly not sure if I am good at making traps and puzzles, bad at making traps and puzzles.
I think we're just really
or
bad
if
at
you guys
figuring
are
it out.
bad at doing traps and puzzles, or are good
Or
at doing
good.
traps and puzzles. Also, you somehow managed to not do 3 combats. You
Yeah.
avoided. There were 2 phases to the Rat King fight. There were
Yep.
traps throughout that room. There was. Matt just talked his way through it, just like made it
Oh,
existential with the political process, and he just gave up.
That is like the peak of my social power as a bard,
yeah.
Yeah.
and I used it on a halfling rat king. Like that's
He's-
supposed to be
he's
the I'm in the
still
royal
royalty.
court.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
supposed
it
to
was
be like,
a royal
I'm-
court. Thank you.
It's supposed to be like I'm changing the fate of nations with
Yeah.
my pure charisma.
I think
Rat king.
just because we now have done it tonight,
Wow.
it is good to remember that I have been super lenient on things like checks. And I want to not do that. I was talking to Matt about this last week. Like, I never ask you guys if you're looting the bodies or if you're searching the rooms or what you're doing. Because, I mean, technically, how the game used to be played was you enter the room, search for traps, combat, loot the bodies, search for secret doors. Those were like the 5 things you did in every room, and we don't tend to do that. So I think we should, because I like using traps. I think they're fun because it's more than just you walk down the hallway. And I want to do more like interactive ones and like bigger ones, but I don't want you guys just to die immediately all the time.
Yeah.
So maybe I put you in a time loop so that we can practice.
Right. And I think that
Also,
was good that like you announced like you're never gonna survive the spooky hallways, so it put us on guard for
Yeah.
for being in that mode.
but good job with all of them. Also, I think it's important we remember roles, because Matt is the party face. So if he's gonna talk it through with
Yeah.
somebody, let him talk it through with somebody.
Yeah.
Because they're like I said, you skipped 2 combats because of the way he rolled and how it went.
Mhm.
So like
Yeah.
it worked out. That man, the original plan was you're not like Spike going across the gap screwed me so much, because you're supposed to. My idea was you wouldn't figure out about the secret door.
Mhm.
You get
Mhm.
ambushed by Stella. You get into the 3rd room. You do the first part of the door puzzle, and then the combination shows up, and you all die in the room. You reset and do it again the next day, and then you're like, okay, there has to be something more. But you
Holy
guys got it in
cow.
one try, which is awesome. Do you want to spend the end of this loop going to the time temple, and we can end there?
I think. Do we want to do? I mean, so now that we successfully did it, and it's kind of tedious to go back and do it again. But at the same time, if we do that, it's just gonna like mess everything up. This is like semi in character, semi out of character.
Like, will we lose the sundial the next day?
No, I mean, so if we don't use it, we probably lose. We maybe lose the piece, or maybe it's like a magical
Yeah.
thing that like defies the loop. But we don't, the only way to know that is to just go to sleep,
Is to do it.
or for
Yeah.
all of us to die right now.
Yeah.
Fireball. But if we do it, it could potentially mess up the loop and maybe release the time twister. Maybe we don't. I feel like we
And
don't
we
know enough right now to make a good judgment on
Yeah,
ending
and
the loop.
it's hard
but I
because
don't
like our initial goal for coming in here wasn't even the Twister of Time. It was actually Charn, and we did nothing to find Charn essentially up to this point.
I mean, we know where he
Well,
is.
Well, no, we know generally where he went.
Your initial goal was to find the Twister of Time. That's
Yeah.
why you left your
Yeah.
home in the first place.
Well,
Charn
no,
was
I
something
was
you learned
saying
about the day before
Charn
you
was
came in
added
here.
on.
No, Charn was the reason we came to this island. Not the twist. That's what I was saying.
Not specifically, because you asked if you would have known where the demon would be hiding, because you told them your
Yeah.
entire story,
If it
and
was
they
anywhere,
said the
it would
only
be
place
here.
we could think of is here. By the way, our buddy went in there,
Mhm.
and we haven't seen
Yeah.
him since, so we won't
Okay.
enter it.
No,
So
that's
it
right.
is. It's
yeah.
it's a little bit of both,
That being
but
said,
it's
it would-
mostly the fact that all roads seem like they led to here.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
So what do you guys want to do?
I think that the Lord of Blades, we haven't really asked about. Charn was around and then wasn't
yeah.
anymore. So either he broke out of the loop or found something. I don't think there's a way for us to get to him while keeping the loop preserved as it is, because he seemingly found a way out of it. And I think our best bet, it might suck for Charn and the Lord of Blades if they're caught in a bad spot, if putting the sundial back together breaks stuff, but our objective is to keep the Twister of Time, and it seems like a sundial would probably be an item of power
Well,
that
and
he would likely be using,
There's also the
trying to get to.
out of character. Also, the possibility of using the sundial and breaking the time loop may actually save Charn and
Yeah,
the
we
ga-
just
Lord
don't
of
know.
Blades. Yeah.
So
But
it's a
there's too
gamble,
many
but they're
unknowns.
not a primary objective of ours. If there's anything in here that's the item of power that the Time Twister's ghostly form was sent to get, it's probably the sundial. So I think it's the right choice to go and do it now.
But if we put it back together, we don't know if that's what the Twister of Time wants.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
So do we just
No,
do
no,
it,
no, it's
hope for the
fine.
best,
I
and see
was
what
gonna
happens?
My-
Because
my-
all variables are around whether we activate this now we lose the piece, and what happens after we use the piece.
But we know
Um,
exactly how to get the piece. Like, we could go full live, die, repeat on that whole sewer to get the piece back if we need to. If it resets, we can always get it back. But, like, I think what you were trying to say is, like, rather than, like, go on, like, a what if scenario, gather a bit more information, do the lighthouse, do the pool of healing, do the wizard light cave, do one of those so we could get a bit more info, maybe,
yeah.
so we don't accidentally set the demon free, because who knows, maybe this was set up to keep the demon within it. Like, we don't know why this all started, so
Demon wasn't within it. Demon was released at our poor town.
Yes, but the ancient lore is that the raven creature is the one who like defeated or imprisoned. I forget the exact
At one point,
terminology in the text.
imprisoned this
Well,
particular
yeah.
Lord of Ash.
If we
Yeah.
could get to it, he can too. Us keeping it apart isn't going to keep him from coming in, doing what we did.
I don't know
And getting
that
it
Rat
himself.
King.
Oh.
Yeah, it's also so the my detect magic is off right now, but the just raw magical power that was present at the temple with the other part of this, it is divine magic and temporal magic. So if there was an item that was going to survive the loops, this would be it. Like it seems to be baked in with the same sort of magic that would create a time loop. So potentially, I mean, potentially, here's what might have happened. That raven creature might have set up the time loop and then stood guardian outside of time or outside of the loop over like this loop, keeping the whatever sort of thing that the twister's trying to get to. And he just died of old age in that chair.
Yeah.
I don't know. So maybe he was guarding, stopping people from putting it back together.
Maybe
But
the
again, there's just
piece
a lot we don't.
being consumed by the cube, gelatinous cube, is the reason that this day is getting triggered.
Could
Maybe.
be.
Those are
Oh.
all just thoughts, but I think the right choice is put it together and see what happens.
I think because of everything we just said, the right choice is not to do that right now.
I think.
I don't have to come down and get it again. I don't want to
We
do
might not
that.
have to though. So either we take the risk that we have to repeat this day.
Oh, you're saying you
But-
think the piece
I'm thinking the
isn't
piece
won't be
is-
replaced.
I think I think there's a better chance of, based on the knowledge we have right now, I'm more sure that the piece might survive the end of the day and stay in our possession than I am sure that putting the piece back won't release the demon.
So you're
Demon's
all
already
having this
released.
conversation currently in the dry
In the cellar.
storage
Yeah.
Oh
in the cellar. Matthias literally has a book about this.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah, I
be
was
having
wait-
this conversation
I was waiting
upstairs.
for you guys to.
I think during the conversation, I'm like, yeah, like the Raven thing, like stopped the demon, like trapped him, stopped, paused, ate him.
Hey, I have a
What do
textbook about this. Bye.
Uh,
I go upstairs and I read. Does the book contain anything about a sundial and what it would do?
so kind of. So the book, the chapters on this raven being mention that a sundial is essentially its follower's holy symbol.
Mm.
They call it a protector. And they give it a name, and they call him Omen. Besides that, it mentions how he is what he guards over is the desolation of time. It also calls him a agent of fate. That he himself is not a deity. He does not work for a deity, but he works for fate and destiny itself. Yeah.
So, is there history between the Twister of Time and the Raven that includes Omen?
Yes. So specifically, Omen is what's mentioned in that tapestry-like picture of the Raven creature fighting the Twister of Time and eventually imprisoning him. Is Omen himself, is how they describe it, is that creature's name is Omen.
Okay.
The creature who imprisoned the Twister of Time is.
Yep.
Okay. So. Well, frick. River's right. Okay.
I kick in the door. What?
Nothing. Get out! I'm studying.
Is that right?
Okay. Is there a story of the Twister of Time breaking free from the sundial?
Don't mishear me. The sundial is those who follow Omen's holy symbol, and that's all. He
Huh?
did not. He does not say he trapped him in the sundial.
No,
It says at one point he imprisoned him, and that's all it really talks about.
yeah, but like the sundial, which represents this force of fate,
Yeah,
who is
the
Omen.
sundial, your book would say, represents fate's sovereignty over the timeline. That no matter what people try to move and change it, it is always going to do exactly what it's supposed to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the entity that represents that imprisoned the Twister of Time
Mhm.
in some way.
Yep.
Does it ever tell of the Twister of Time breaking free of those bonds in some way?
Not specifically. No.
You're muted, Matt.
I guess it would later on talk about his escape from his physical form into the incorporeal form, and then eventually being like enslaved into that box device that he came out of in session 1.
Okay. So
the battle it specifically talks about is how, I believe his name is Melkor, the Twister of Time, that demon, was attempting to change one of the countries, essentially to segment it off, I think, to control it. And what it did was it essentially did what you're kind of seeing here. The people forgot, people didn't see what was happening anymore. And things in the area changed. Omen was sent in to set that straight. And
okay.
Omen and the followers of Fate waged against the Twister of Time, and he struck him down, and he imprisoned him, and then he eventually escaped by becoming ethereal.
Gotcha. So the Twister of Time is causing this, according to historical stories in my books.
Seems extremely familiar to the book, yes.
Yes. And so putting this figurative sundial together may enact some power to combat the Twister of Time, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I burst out of my door. Hey, I've done my studying.
Okay.
And my eggs are cold. I hold up a half-eaten thing of eggs.
Also, you all emerged from the storm cellar like reeking and slime covered and disgusting and with a bunch of rats. And Kit was just very confused. He was so he was just, I'm not dealing with this. He just walked out of the tavern and left.
All right.
It
I think when
was-
we got out, I said, "All hail the Rat King."
Yeah, he went,
And then
And
I
he
step out and take a bow.
he looked at the mop and he went,
Just like kind of left for a minute.
All right, amongst my studying, I have discovered that my theories, ultimately from the beginning, were wrong,
Oh,
but they were also right in some respect.
okay.
I point to the triangle. That thing must go to the sundial. And
I said that.
it will probably do something good, not bad.
River and I said that.
I did not say
Man,
that.
That's
sure,
what.
sure would be a great thing if someone had a spell to tell us like if an action we're going to take would have good or bad or good and bad outcomes.
Spike
I
like
can't speak with
pauses-
animals.
Oh my god.
Ah,
Spike pauses for a second and then goes, "Oh yeah," and he like takes a piece and takes out his compass. Oh, actually, no way.
Wait, didn't it go just wild last time because we're in a time loop and didn't really work?
No, it's worked a couple times, but
Has it worked? Did it work in here the last time though? I'm
Last
forgetting.
time you tried to use it in here, it just did not stop moving.
Mhm.
It couldn't find any position to land on.
But it's
I think-
happened on specific scenarios. Like I think for the marriage, it did both good and bad.
Mhm.
So it was like for specific things.
Yeah.
I think when it did the loop thing was when I was
It's like-
curious about what the whole situation might bring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, as soon as Spike takes the piece and takes out the compass, he realizes, oh yeah, I'm a little wiped after this.
Use one too many
yeah, you were
missteps.
teleporting a lot.
This thing ain't working right now, and it may be my performance issues sometimes. Only sometimes.
Hey, little TMI.
Not enough TMI.
Oh, never there. Only here.
So should I pull out my cards? Should I just do it? You know,
I
just-
hand it to you. Yeah, no.
no, I don't need your. I've
I'll try it.
got my own.
Wait,
Yeah, I'm just gonna lay out my
You
cards
hand me the
go
compass.
ahead,
from
Matthias.
good old Cole Coran.
I'm gonna go back to eating my lukewarm eggs.
I'm gonna try
Sovereign
to
of
grab the
Cold.
compass.
Very cold.
Very cold eggs.
World
Mm.
sovereign of
If you
world
put the
of
compass
love.
down on the
Delicious.
table, I'm gonna try to just sort of sneak it over.
In
Maybe
the
I should
middle,
bring this to the shocks from
me
now on.
casting augury,
What is?
guide and protector for traders and travelers. I cast, and I deal my cards.
Your cards read that the outcome is good.
Okay.
Hey, this queen means that it's good.
Yas, queen.
Yeah, that's the Yas Queen.
It's the Yas
Like that.
Queen of Yas.
Quick to the forest.
Alright.
Nice to see this place because you guys I haven't even seen it yet.
It's really cool. Don't touch anything. Okay.
Are we sure we're sure?
Everything that we're here to do comes to whether or not putting this sundial together fixes everything. And if it doesn't, we keep working. If it does, we're done. Every other plot thread doesn't mean anything if we can solve this whole problem.
Out of character, I'm completely on board.
Okay.
How often have your cards ever been wrong?
I can't answer that question without a bird's eye perspective. Because if you look back
I look
on
at
it,
Albert.
it's kind of a, you know, was it good? Was it bad? It's kind of like I'm not really a pessimist, so you know, everything's good. You know, everything turned out okay. You know, so
You understand how little that helps, right?
well, you know, I need you to have
River.
what we call in the business a little faith.
River. I have never known his card readings to be wrong. That
It's usually less clear when it's like, oh, it might be good, it might be bad, but I think most of the time, when they come up either all good or all bad, they're
Agreed.
pretty dependable
We
and
got the Yas Queen.
more reliable.
We
look at
we got
Spike.
the Yas Queen.
That's the last one.
You throw it in with a bit of a snap, and you know for a fact it's reliable. It's a Yas Queen. Okay.
Okay.
So let's just like get this thing done with. You know what I mean?
All
Just-
right.
Done with.
Me
Collect
eating
my
these
cards.
eggs is not accomplishing anything for the day.
Okay.
I'd like to get some
Off we
actual
go.
sleep for once.
Into the world unknown.
How long? Oh, the rats are still with me.
Into
They last
the
an hour. I was just checking.
Can we get rid of the giant rats?
No, I want to keep one.
I feel like they're gonna be. They could be
A burden?
useful.
Yes.
Also, out of
Immediately going to
character,
die? Yes.
in about probably 40, maybe 30 minutes at this point, half of them are going to disappear, and the other half are going to, well, probably half of the other half are going to start talking about election fraud.
So it's gonna be going down. So you're heading to the temple then? Yes.
Yes.
I think the rats can be free in the woods. Undead.
They're gonna disappear in like 10 minutes.
They actually, when you begin to like traverse the trail to here, there becomes a point where they stop,
Huh.
and they won't go beyond it. Almost like they have a sense of there's something up there that I won't go near.
Everything good, Birdie? Oh,
They sense
shoot. My
rain.
talk with animal spells is gone.
He
Just give him a.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
So you enter.
I kneel
temple-
down and say, "Watch out for the squirrels."
Yeah, imagine.
Oh my!
Just
Send the
out
rat.
of the tree with the spear. Just
I need to know if that ever follows
I
through.
mean, they're not armed yet, but they are organized.
They are.
They have one
They're very
spear.
organized.
They do.
You
Yeah, they have one.
enter the temple grounds again, to the site of all the effigies of birds and the broken sundial, everything you saw last time. Who's gonna do it?
I have it. I
Ka!
I approach it with the piece out and prepare to cast mending.
One
as
second. 1 second. I've wanted to do this all day. Can I do this one thing?
Do you finally do ceremony?
Okay, what?
No.
What do you want?
I've been reading my textbooks, and I walk over to the humanoid with the raven skull. I'm going to put my hand on its chest, and I'm going to cast Speak with Dead.
Oh.
You know, you could have just said
How-
that earlier.
How long does something have to be dead for?
No limit.
There's no limit.
No limit. I read it.
Cool. All right.
Whoa.
Okay.
that is sick.
I
Mm,
get 5 questions.
Okay.
Wow.
The corpse knows only what it knew in life, including the languages it knew. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive. The corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer. And if I'm hostile to it, or it recognizes me as an enemy, it can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that it has happened since it died, and can't speculate about future events.
Okay. What are you asking? I think when you place your hand on its chest, over the tattered clothes that are strung over the bones, its eyes glow this almost like teal blue color, or where its eyes should be, the sockets do, and you feel yourself having almost like a psionic link with it.
Hmm. What do you know about the Twister of Time?
It's all gonna be messaged to you.
Okay. All right. So there's that. I'll wait for you to type that.
Good roll, Barshoon.
Thank you. I accidentally pressed it while trying to get the little box that pops up whenever you click anything, and it just
Oh.
happened to be a religion check. So as this is happening, I'm watching and I roll a 10 on religion,
Nice.
whatever that means.
Beautiful.
It's
Is
destined.
this a god?
Oh.
Doopy doo.
No, not
Doopy
quite.
doopy doo.
Still digging this graveyard music.
Oh, that's right. I stopped watching the stream, so I don't hear it anymore. Gotta watch the stream again.
Come through now. I might have to swap.
It comes through, yeah.
Okay.
I apologize. Does that mean that you know what's going on right now?
Matthias, don't say anything I wouldn't.
That really doesn't limit his options very much.
Hey, Barshoon, imagine if you could have asked all these questions with it alive. Like, imagine you, like, place it there, and then he could have asked all the questions he wanted. That would have actually been wild.
I mean, it'll be pretty funny if like this brings him back to life and he's like, "You can ask me any question at all
Yeah,
ever."
It's like,
That'll be pretty funny. Like if
like,
that happens,
yeah,
I
like a
will
genie.
die of laughter.
What if
And
he's a
then
genie?
I'll come back at that in next morning because you know the loop and stuff.
I want him to give me 3 wishes. That's what I want.
Oh, that's good. What? Ooh.
I cast
See, that's
silence on
tricky.
myself, so I don't hear them.
So if
Also,
Tell me-
shut
I
up.
mean, unlimited,
What would
unlimited
you wish
money's
for?
pretty good.
I've server muted them all.
I'm probably gonna do that.
No, you don't have to. They are now server muted.
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is how silence now works. It is only
Yeah.
you and I in here.
Amazing.
Well,
Okay. So then, can you answer? Oh no, but they can hear you.
I can server deafen them too. Here, I'll
Thank you.
do that so they see us talking, but they can't
Stop!
hear
No!
us.
No! No!
Ah!
Don't do it! Please don't! No!
That went on a lot longer than I bargained for.
Wish number
Playing
3 is for
charades
Fourth
over
Wish.
here.
Also, I wish we had talked about that before because we're trying to record. But
Yeah, but I'm okay
Oh.
with that because
Okay.
I don't want any of you to know what he just said to him.
Okay.
well, that's fine.
I'm glad that the recording got everything that was just discussed while you guys were talking.
Mm-hmm.
But the
So it was
eye sockets darken again.
yeah.
So yeah, Infinite Mug,
Yeah.
I got that one.
Perpetual Beauty,
Yep,
Oh,
I
that's
got
what
that
that
one.
was. I
and
thought you
a
were
Fourth
cloning
Wish.
yourself.
Sign
No, I
language.
wouldn't want to clone myself.
I believe that this is sign language for beautiful.
Ah.
Nope.
So that's
yeah,
why I was.
Are you
doing that.
mending the sundial? Are we doing that?
Oh,
Yes.
hey, Matthias,
Well-
how'd everything go? You said
What did
Matthias?
he say, Matthias?
Matthias?
What? Sorry.
Matudis?
What?
You all right?
I seem to kind of just not be like not shaking my head. I'm just kind of like slow. I'm like,
I kind of grabbed him by the shoulder and was just like, "Is everything okay, brother?"
uh, yes. Yeah, we need to see if this works.
What did he say? I assume from seeing you light up his eyes that you're doing something to talk to him.
Yeah.
I'm mitigating.
Yeah.
Do I
uh,
like? Well,
let's. It doesn't matter right now. Let's get this done before.
okay. Well, you don't need to tell us everything now, but it's still the right decision.
Yeah, he didn't say anything contrary.
Okay. Did
Okay.
he say what this was gonna do?
I tried.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Well, here goes. Put the triangle on top, and Barshun casts Mending with a little wisp of light smoke. Proceeds out of his hands and goes to the seam of the sundial and melds it together, back as it was.
When the sundial becomes a complete object, the whole building begins to rumble. And you watch as all of the fallen bricks and broken pews and smashed windows and bent frames to the door begin to turn themselves back to what they should look like. You watch as the roots that have grown up and out of the ground recede back into the ground, and the branches that have grown over and broken through the roof pull themselves back. And you can see through the windows that the trees outside are reforming into full trees, and they're no longer these dead trees. The entire building now looks a lot more like a proper temple, like it should. And this blue energy begins to swirl around the dial, and you can see like since you've put it back on, you can see where the ceiling grows itself back up, and there's a shaft of light coming down, and you can see that where the shadow is and where the light should be don't line up. And you see it just sit there on that one, like on that hour mark, and it's incorrect, as if it's stuck. The shadow doesn't move, but the sun is saying you should be further. And then that blue energy that kind of like swirls around it swirls up, and it, like a gust of wind, jettisons towards the statue.
Could you go back like 10 seconds? Battery died on the laptop.
here, let me.
I
I'm
was-
just gonna move this
I
over
was
to
like,
speaker.
wait, who is waving their
What's going on?
face? What?
So I thought that was really just. What was the last thing you heard?
They
You
both
went
don't have
over
it.
how the sundial isn't where it should be.
So the shadow is on an hour mark, but where the sun is hitting it, it should be further. It looks like it's stuck, essentially. And as everything rebuilds itself, the sun kind of like moves, like the marker should be moving, and it's not. It's just sitting on the same hour mark. And then that blue, that teal energy starts to swirl around it. And like a gust of wind, that energy flies towards the creature. And the temple is fully reborn as it should be, and before you
Oh, shut up.
stands
Shut up.
Omen, a about 8 foot tall man in a almost like royal robing with the head of a crow. And all of the effigies that were in this room at one time spread their wings and begin to fly and move around the room. And he walks from the dais and he takes a step off, almost like gliding, and he lands on the floor in front of all of you and he goes, I am Omen. Kings are subject to me, and gods fear me. I am the emissary of fate himself. All time is subject to our will and power. And it's about time I saw all of you again. And the hour mark on the sundial ticks forward 1. And we'll stop there.
Again.
All of us specifically.
Nice.
Again.
Ooh.
Again.
Yeah. When you guys were saying,
Oh, yeah,
he's just gonna he's just gonna like talk to it. Saying like, well, frick. Buy third level spell slot.
I don't know why he's not appearing on your guys' thing. Oh, because you don't have characters here.
Ah.
Ha!
That would be why. He's just a really big Tengu. That's all.
No, this is fantastic.
Ending. Good ending.
Question: do we get a level up out of this?
We'll talk about that next time.
We beat the
Dang.
we beat the Rat King, bruh.
You did. You beat the halfling Rat King.
and somehow
one.
escaped a time loop. Kind of. I don't know what's happening.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
What was his name? Omen?
Omen.
Mm-hmm. Good song choice, also.
Right, dude. It swelled like right when I was getting into it. It made me hype.
Yeah, and as soon as you said, and that's where we'll end for today, I heard a guitar. Dun-dun-dun.
It was very good.
At the very end, it was just very, very well timed.
Cool.
Alrighty.
Yeah.